We are not 4King around. A record jackpot is up for grabs, and it could be you taking home the cash prize. 6 competitors make their way to the Cornhole board for another edition of Stool Streams, and it all starts right now. One on the board, or could you make the fireworks happen and get the 4-bagger to close it out? Nobody still takes it. Save it. How sweet it is. Rudy takes down Billy 3 games to none. Live from Stool Streams Stadium in the heart of New York City, welcome to a primetime edition of Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. He's PFT commentator. I'm Jake Marsh. Thanks for joining us for Color Rush, in edition of Cornhole, unlike any other. And PFT commentator, when you hear Color Rush, what comes to mind?
I mean, you got me sweating over here right now, Jake. When I hear Color Rush, I think of all the most exciting matchups that we've seen in our lives. I think Jaguars, Titans wearing the baby poop brown uniforms, the Titans wearing their grays or their blues. I think about the Christmas Color Rush. Who could forget Jets, Bills, when people at home could not tell the difference between the two teams? Color makes everything better. I'm just happy to be here. You could say I'm tickled pink on Color Rush Thursday night. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate that. All right, he mentioned some nice matchups. Let's check out what we have today. We've got 3 great Cornhole matchups for you, starting things off with Nate against Jeff D'Lo, blue versus khaki, and then Feidelberg versus the return of Dana Beers. It'll be red versus white, and then $20 Chef in green against Rico Bosco in black. And PFT, we've been doing these Stool Streams for about 2 months right now. I don't know a more hyped up match than Rico versus Chef in our grand finale.
No, these two teams don't like each other very much at all, Jake. There's been some bad blood. There's been some smack talk going back and forth. Rico is out for blood tonight. It's not just a Rico match against $20 Chef. It's Rico versus the world at this point. He has seen the doubters. He has seen everybody that voted against him, including myself. Rico is just a sprinkler of beef. He is like he's like Marcus Peters or Jalen Ramsey, Golden Tate. He is angry at everyone, but an angry Rico is a dangerous Rico.
All right, so you may be familiar with Cornhole. A little bit of house rules here inside the Triple S presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. PFT, each match is going to be best of 3 to 21, win by 2, and you can go over. Bag on the board is 1 point. We call that a woody, and then in the hole is 3 points. But you want to explain a little bit what cancellation scoring is. Only one person can score per round.
Yeah, I'm not really a math guy, Jake, but I can tell you that if there's bags on the board and somebody else shoots their bag up there, pitches the bag up onto the board, let's say at the end of a round, you got 1 from each team. That's worth 0 points. That's a big goose egg. So it's all about beating the other guy, taking the points that you make over that other person. You don't get points just because you get them on the board. It actually makes defense quite important in this game. Also, check this out.
Oh.
I got an upgrade over my giant thermometer.
Okay.
I got a laser pointer. I'm not going to shine into the camera. I think I'll just destroy the equipment. But I can check any temperature from anywhere.
Wow.
Billy is 72 degrees, ice cold, ladies.
Very nice. So we met everybody off
400 degrees.
Oh.
On my groin.
Very nice. Let's meet our first match competitors. We mentioned Color Rush. We mentioned Jeff D'Lo and Nate. PFT, it's uncharted territory for Jeff D'Lo. He's usually up here in your seat right now.
That's right. It's a little switcheroo here. Not only that, but it's a little interesting because Nate has had some bad blood against Jeff D'Lo in the past. He's accused Jeff of being one-sided. He's accused Jeff of making fun of him too much, whether Nate's playing Jenga or any other sport here in the Stool Stream Stadium. So this could turn physical down there, and let's hope that it does, because that would be it would be a hell of a fight.
Absolutely. You're getting your first glance at khaki versus blue. Well, let's actually send it back down the stream. We're going to meet the third member of our crew, Billy Football, who is with Jeff and Nate. Billy, welcome.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Billy.
Billy, this is where you interview the competitors.
This is when you talk
Billy,
to
see that black thing? It's a camera.
Which
You're going to talk into it, and then you're going to ask them questions.
If you just look straight ahead.
Billy, say words now.
Now this way.
Okay.
Good job, Billy. That was it? Okay.
All right, what a great pregame interview from Billy.
Good job, Billy. I think Billy's been dipping into the high noons a bit early. You know what they say, Jake? It's noon o'clock somewhere.
Absolutely. All right, let's start off our first match in PFT. We've got a little creative way to see who will pitch first. It's basically mayhem. Each player will pitch their 4 bags at the same exact time, and whoever has the most points on this simultaneous pitch will go first. So it looks like
Yeah, pick them all up.
Nate is worried about his high noon hard seltzer drinking and not beginning the match. This is a competition.
Nate looks good, doesn't he?
Yeah,
You look great.
blue bags for the blue person.
Yeah, it looks like a miniature version of Lou Bega from Mambo number 5 fame.
Ready?
He's Mambo number 5 foot 8.
1.
Oh, Jeff D'Lo with the cornhole, and it's 3-0. He will have the honor of going first with the yellow bags.
Now, Jake, I just took their temperature remotely when they were doing that pitch.
Okay, I defer. I
Little
don't wanna go
StatCast
first.
here, advanced stats and
course
metrics.
you can.
Nate is weighing in at 67 degrees, and Jeff D'Lo a blistering 71 degrees. Jeff's running a little bit
stand out
hot
of the
right
way.
now.
I'm
We'll
not
see
gonna
how
be
that
fast.
affects his pitching.
And you may have heard Jeff say he actually defers. So Nate's going to go first in the blue bags. Jeff in yellow. Remember, cancellation scoring. Only one person can score per round. So now it's Nate, the 31-year-old from Columbia, Maryland. 0-1 in Cornhole. He lost to UPFT back on August 26th. He will look for his first career win here in the Triple S tonight. He starts things off a little short with that Woody, but remember, points are not guaranteed until the match ends, and Jeff says, come on down with me. And we've got
Get in.
a couple of early cornholes.
Jeff does say that a lot. That's one of his signature sign-off for it. Come on down with me.
No, that's inside of me.
And you see on the bottom right of your screen, total cornholes. That's what we're tracking in question 2 on the Play Barstool app. We had more than 10,000 of you make your picks for this record jackpot of $4,000. You go 6 for 6 on your picks, and that cash money is yours. So question 1, series score, best of 3. Question 2 is all about the cornholes in this game alone. And PFT, we start things off with a wash at 0-0.
Yeah, they got off to a hot start there. I think it's important to really get into a rhythm right off the bat. Look at Nate. Nate looks like, geez, he looks like a salsa king down there. Jeff also got a nice little cornhole, responded there, brought him down. I think both competitors started out pretty confidently.
So yes, you may be wondering, oh, they scored 5 points each, but that would be a wash. If you're new to cornhole, no worries. Little left for Nate. Jeff D'Lo, meanwhile, making his cornhole debut. He does have one competitive experience here in the Triple S. PFT, he played table tennis against Smitty, and Smitty kind of got in his head a little bit throughout that match.
Yeah, Jeff tends to overthink things sometimes. He also played against me in ping pong, I believe, one time on a Stool Streams broadcast.
Right.
Jeff is a big pacer. He's like a tiger that gets pinned up. You can tell the anxiety levels start to increase before a competition. He was just pacing laps around the office. I believe he did about a mile and a half talking to himself. He told me, he said, the only way I lose this is if I choke it away. You never want to say the C word to yourself before you start a competition.
Absolutely. Nate picked up 2 points, by the way, to break the ice in round 2. So he's got a 2-0 lead. And once again, it's kind of like golf. Whoever wins the round has the honor to go first in the next round.
Yeah, you'll remember that from playing against me in PGA 2K21, I believe, 6 days ago when I just absolutely smoked you. I had the honors all day on that one.
Get in.
All right, so Nate's got all 3 Woodies so far. Jeff joins him in the Woody party. And Nate closes out the round with a 4th Woody. See what Jeff can do here. Try to limit the damage.
And that is a Woody party, Jake. You said it.
He does do just that. It's 1 point for Jeff D'Lo. He picked up an early cornhole, so he's on the board. And PFT has both players on the board here. Maybe a little bit more time to settle in, right?
Yeah, they're getting comfortable down there. Jeff, you can tell, is settling into his compression socks. Those things take a while to get used to. But right now, the calves are bulging.
Oh, come on. That was great.
You know, I've been working with Jeff for a while here, Jake, and I've been trying to pin down exactly where that accent comes from. It's kind of non-regional. He's from all over the place. I know that you were talking to him earlier, and he listed like 5 different. Where is he from?
Jeff is from, he says many places, but he did go to Penn State. He did disclose that.
Okay, went to Penn State. I know he's got Cleveland ties, Austin, North Korea. We call him Jeff. The D stands for dictator.
Nate closes out the round with another Woody, and that will conclude another 1-point round for Nate. So 3-1 Nate right now. Another look at the finish of this round, PFT.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker by Jeff right there. He thought he had that one. He thought that one was going to be an air corn. It wasn't. It bounced off, unfortunately. A bit too strong. Jeff's been he's been losing some weight, but he's been in the gym. You can tell he's throwing these a bit far.
Yeah, he listed his weight as, quote, fluctuating. He did say he is 5'10". And Nate has the honor after another 1-point round. He leads 3-1, but too much on that one. And another storyline that has been discussed throughout this broadcast and throughout other broadcasts is Jeff, when he's up here, Nate is known for chirping the broadcasters. Jeff looking for a little bit of revenge there for that exact reason.
But on the other hand, Jake, you got to say that this is also a big opportunity for Nate to just it's a big opportunity for him to pounce on Jeff for all his previous indiscretions. And make no mistake about it, Nate keeps a log in his brain of every time he's been slighted by anyone. So, yeah, this is just bad blood between the two.
One more pitch each in this round. This is round 5 of our first game. And it ends with a Woody, and that's a 1-point round for Jeff D'Lo. So slow start for both. We have 7 total cornholes, by the way, for question 2. 3-2 in favor of Nate.
I'm just thinking about all that I would buy with that $4,000 once it hits my bank account. Man, I probably wouldn't survive the night on that one. How many high noons is that? I mean, they're so affordable. It's probably 20,000 high noons.
That's what we needed.
Someone could have that dream become a reality by the time this evening is up. You go 6 for 6, and it's all yours. You pick Jeff D'Lo. You love that cornhole. Nate responds with a pitch too strong. Can Jeff get something going? Too much.
Nope. I need this, Jeff. Nope.
Nate finishes with what's close to an air pitch as possible, and that'll end with a 5-point round for Jeff. He now takes the lead and leads 7-3.
That's a big-time brick by Nate there. There's no way to make that more polite. He just hit that one. He doinked it. He almost double-doinked that one twice off the side. Not a good closing to that round. Jeff, though, you got to note, he's talking to himself a lot. We need to check him out, see if maybe he needs to spend some time with Donnie. Donnie does, office psychiatrist.
No doubt about it. And PFT, this just in from the Play Barstool app. We have the breakdown of questions 1 and question 2. Jeff D'Lo winning in 2-1 is the overwhelming favorite. 45% of the field think that the 29-year-old out of Penn State will win it 2-1. 24% say Jeff is going to win it 2-0. So Nate the heavy underdog. 20% say Nate 2-1. And a small 11% say Nate in a sweep. What do you think of those breakdowns?
I think that's pretty fair. I don't think that either competitor is really skilled enough or talented enough or confident enough at the moment to sweep the other. This is going to be a knockdown dragout. It's going to be who wants to lose less.
Another look here is both players getting a little bit more vocal. By the way, that was a 1-point round for Nate, so Jeff still has the lead. However, Nate does have the honor. 7-4 Jeff, first to 21.
What is the score? 7-4.
Back-to-back cornholes as that one sneaks home.
That is sweet. That is getting me all kinds of worked up over here, Jake.
Nate misses. Jeff halfway to that prestigious 4-bagger. That's what we call a perfect round. Nate responds, though. Jeff was searching for that 4-bagger, but a tough bounce to the right. Still in the driver's seat here in round 8. And he gets 3 out of 4, and that is a big-time round for Jeff D'Lo. Although he picks up 2, the confidence definitely boosting up, seeing 3 of those bags go in the hole.
That's a big 2 for Jeff right there. Now look at this last one, just slides it right in. If I'm ranking that on movierankings.net, I'm giving that one a 99. That one was sweet.
9-4 in favor of Jeff D'Lo. Jeff said he will not be rattled by the announcers, and that's one thing Jeff has that none of our other competitors have, PFT. He's been down there and up here, which no one else can say the same about.
Yeah, he's seen it on both sides of the coin here. It's a lot easier to be a critic. He is the man in the arena right now, to take a page from Teddy Roosevelt. He's doing the work. He is the one with all the eyes on him. We'll see how he responds to that.
And while we're on the same page as banter and pregame talk, Nate is actually someone who feeds into the broadcasters. He's always talking to us here in the booth. Sometimes it's complaining. Sometimes it's just like talking in the middle of his match. The focus is questionable.
It's mostly complaining. Yeah, you had it right the first time. Nate is a big complainer. Right now, he's kind of kept it buttoned up a little bit. I think he's focused in. That actually tells me that Nate came to play today.
Did I get 2 there?
You look good, you feel good, you feel good, you play good,
So
you
9
play
more.
good, they pay good.
Nate feeling good in that round. It's a 3-point round for the 31-year-old. Now 9-7 Jeff. Nate still with the honor. Was down by 5. Now cuts it to 2 and start things off with a Woody to the left side. And Jeff responds with a little too much pump on that one.
Got a little controversy going on, Jake. What's going on here?
Apologize for the technical difficulties. We halted play so you didn't miss one pitch of action.
Billy took his clothes off and ran around the room naked, so we had to blur that out real quick. That's only for his OnlyFans. You have to subscribe for that.
Yes. Billy feetball. Billy also had a cameo. An interesting pitch there, but it is house rules. That's on right now, PFT.
It's on right now, and we got to go back and check the tape and see who moved that cornhole table closer to the corner there. That might be a cheeky little play by Jeff Lowe.
Jeff ends it with a cornhole of his own, and after all of that, it's a wash. Still 9-7.
Yeah, full of sound and fury,
Should we move it out
signifying nothing. I believe that was T-Pain who said that.
So Nate still has the honor. Remember, he picked up 3 points a couple of rounds ago. Our cornhole count, by the way, we know you're anxiously tracking question number 2 on the Play Barstool app. We're at 19 right now. 19 cornholes combined.
That, you know what, this board's softening up a little bit, Jake.
It is a loud board.
It's getting a little softer. They're breaking it in.
Should have kept it.
Jeff in and out. He'll take the Woody for the time being.
Jeff is the whole king, just
Get in.
all over that thing.
Push mine in.
That one's short. Similar rounds, a bunch of Woodies so far. 1 pitch each.
I'm really having.
Oh, Nate knocks one in. How will Jeff respond? With a cornhole of his own and a fist pump
Very well.
for the Nittany Lion.
Nate,
Another look here.
Nate just absolutely feeling himself. Gave a fist pump. Only to have his fist pump matched by Jeff D. Lowe. There's the fist pump from Nate. That is electricity. And you know what, Jake? I checked the temperature of the board before the game started. It was 61 degrees. Now the board is heated up. It's all the way up to 62.9 degrees. So yeah, you can see the little dot down there. This sucker is really getting steamy.
That was a 3-point round for Jeff D. Lowe. Back in the driver's seat. First to crack double digits.
Fucking knock them.
Leads 12-7, but PFT a very even match so far.
Yeah, I can't tell if they're playing up to each other's level or down to each other's level. But it's pretty evenly matched either way.
Nate gets that one to fall. Jeff a little too much to the right, but lands face up on the High Noon Hard Seltzer logo, and Nate with back-to-back cornholes. Jeff a little short, but creates the traffic jam in front, and Nate finishes with a Woody, and PFT, we are all tied up. It's a 5-point round. We're even at 12.
Yeah, this is a barn burner, as they say. This is befitting of Color Rush Thursday. Jeff D. Lowe, he's wearing all sorts of different colors of beige. You have to take your hat off to Nate. Nate is he's rocking that blue. He is the blue tycoon down there, looking good.
12-12, 24 total cornholes so far. Jeff starts off on the right foot and gives himself some nice confidence boost. Nate misses right. An opportunity here for Jeff.
No.
Got it again.
Oh, that one hanging on, but I don't know if it'll hold.
Nope. I'm
Nate
off the
not
board.
even close.
I'm just completely off the board.
Jeff trying to take advantage. Back-to-back Woodies. Nate closes with at least something to show for this round, but Jeff cancels it right out, and that is 5 humongous points for Jeff. He leads 17-12.
That is big. You know, I completely lost track of the fact that he made a cornhole on that one because of that hanger off the side. I couldn't take my eyes off it.
Right.
That is a psychological factor when you're playing. Nate subliminally might have been trying to knock that bag off the edge. Jeff was trying to protect that bag.
Oh, an airmail for Jeff D. Lowe. An airmail when the bag goes directly in the hole. No help needed. But, folks, that slider counts for the exact same amount of points.
Well, that's annoying.
That's a backboard.
I've noticed these two tend to match each other's shots a lot.
A big-time shot for Jeff, and he has an opportunity for the 4-bagger.
He said, come on down with me.
Jeff for the 4-bagger and the win. It's a Woody. Is it enough? Nate needs a cornhole here to extend.
Okay. Well, that sucks. Get in. Nope.
And it holds on, and Jeff D. Lowe takes game one, 22-12.
That was that was clutch. There's no other
12.
term for it. Just absolutely rising to the occasion like a bunt cake.
John, it was 12
Nate
to 12.
crumbling under pressure like a bunt cake. This was that game delivered everything that we had hoped for and more.
PFT, what a round to finish for Jeff D. Lowe. He was on his game, especially on this pitch.
That was clutch. Now, he brings it down with him. That's the patented Jeff D. Twofer. He felt good after that one. You know what? I would not be surprised to see some of that confidence carry over into game number 2. Wait, let's check the temperature of the board again real quick.
All right.
Hold, pause. The board's cooled down a little bit, 62.6 degrees. That's to be expected for the start of a game, though. Once the friction builds up, we'll climb north of 63.5, I suspect.
29 cornholes, by the way, in that first game. So that will be the 27-32 range PFT. 32% of our field picked that correctly. So something to monitor in this quest for 4K.
All right. Well, we still have a lot of people involved then, huh?
Absolutely.
4,000 clams. Damn.
Before we start this second game, PFT, just overall thoughts. Both players, it seems like similar waves of confidence. They started slow, and then they got very comfortable.
They're both head cases, Jake. They both are very streaky. They're liable to be their own worst enemy or their own best friend. In this case, Jeff just managed to put together a little hot streak at the end. If Nate gets hot, though, look out. Put the women and children to bed because the Nate Dogg is going to be on the prowl at that point. I like Jeff's chances, though. I feel like he had good form, good technique. The mechanics were all there, everything that you want to look for. I'm also looking at Nate's suit and thinking, maybe it's constricting a little bit. You got the elbow pads, you got the shoulder pads, you got the full pant. Anytime you wear a belt, that you're not going to be showing up to perform athletically. So right now it looks like Jeff's outfit and attire is more conducive to cornhole.
No doubt about it. We'll be back in 30 seconds for the continuation of this match. 22-12 in favor of Jeff D. Lowe. Can he sweep or will Nate force game 3? Back in a moment.
Thanks to Cross Country Mortgage, your boy's a homeowner right now, and the perks of owning a home are limitless. So I turned every room into a man cave. 700-inch televisions in every single wall. 360 degrees of kegerators. Some spread. That's right. I put a ball pit in my house. Extra soft walls that I never have to repair. A sweet-ass go-kart track. Whoa! Hey, slow down there, Spider. Go to ccmlens.com/barstool. Find out more about owning your own home. Owning a home is the way to go. Take it from your boy, PFT. Who was that in that commercial?
Was that pre-recorded?
No, I just did that. I ran out. I came back in, filmed a commercial real quick. I'm a homeowner now. That was pretty cool when I punched the walls and broke them down. I've always that's the only reason why I want to own a home is so I don't have to repair the drywall. That's a big pain in the butt when you're moving out and your landlord's like, hey, you broke down every single wall in the house because you threw kegs into them. It's like cry more,
All right, a 22-12 victory for Jeff D. Lowe in game 1. He is down the stream with Billy Football.
Jeff, usually up in the booth. How are you feeling after that first one?
Good. I thought I started out pretty poorly, but the second Fights walked in, I locked in. I don't know if Fights is my good luck charm, but he's standing over there looking good, stylish as always, bandana around his neck. So I think Fights is what sparked my little comeback there.
Could you quickly explain the sort of cobbler from the waist down type outfit you got going?
Yeah, I don't own beige shoes, unfortunately. The beige thing is a bit of a lie. I have many beige clothes, just not beige shoes. So I had to go with these, which, I look like an ass.
And that you do. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Billy and Jeff.
Billy's learning. He's learning. He's like a artificial intelligence program that's finally figured out how to type 80085 into a calculator.
Yeah. Step 1, recognize the camera and look into it. So Billy is on his way to Aaron Andrews' level down on the sideline. But now we will commence game 2 of our opening match, a 22-12 win for Jeff D. Lowe over Nate, and now he looks for the sweep. So Jeff D. Lowe will have the honor to kick off set number 2.
That
starts off way too strong. Remember,
You
29
might as well just thrown it over
cornholes in that first game, and that was pertaining to question 2 on the play Barstool app. So that 27-32 range was deemed a winner, which nearly 1/3 of you at home selected.
You're getting kind of chummy down there, Jake. And I think that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, that these two guys can be their own worst enemies. So they're actually uniting together against themselves, kind of forming a little alliance down there.
What
Hey, that was a terrible throw.
Maybe
That's
on the
kinda
same
what I
page
deserved.
mentally right now. But when we talked to Jeff in our pregame production meeting, he did say he's expecting, quote, weirdo mode from Nate at some point tonight.
Weirdo mode. Okay, that's the Psycho SHIT of Cornhole. Weirdo mode. Now, it's actually interesting because Billy is officiating Nate right here, and the two of them are thick as thieves, great partners. Look out for some monkey business from Billy, kind of putting his finger on the scale for the Nate dog.
No.
Opened up with a wash, by the way, in our opening round of game 2.
Nope.
But Nate starts off with the cornhole.
Consistency.
Jeff did. Off.
Jeff talking to himself
In.
already here. Ooh, Nate
Oh,
called that.
but that one falls to the left.
In. Sorry.
That's a tough break for Nate there on that one.
Lot
Calling
going
his
on
shot
in
and then-
front of the hole right now.
Okay.
But a couple of
You got one in?
woodies,
Yeah,
and it
that's
is
a
3
3.
points for Jeff D. Lowe.
Yeah, I always think that it looks better on the board when you got like 4 woodies apiece on there as opposed to having them all buried underneath. It
hurt.
reminds me that it's high scoring. I know that it's not nearly the amount of points, but to my dumb brain, it certainly looks like it's more.
And PFT, last week we saw it a couple of times. We're trying to create a name
At least it's
of
staying
a
on.
full woody round. All 8 bags on the board, all woodies. I feel like you can come up with a good name whenever it happens.
You
can
put
think
me on the
about it.
spot here.
But
I'll-
you don't have to have it now.
Have to give it some consideration. It's
Get in.
like a bukkake
I don't
of
spin it like the
beans.
pros. That's
Okay.
the problem.
A bean
Yeah, I can't
cocky.
do the cool.
Being cocky,
throw.
okay.
Yeah. Corn cocky is pretty good too.
Like Frankie
Nearly
Borelli has like the
15,000,
cool guy
by the way,
throw.
submitted their picks. We're down to 4,459. So congrats to the 4,400 of you who selected
in.
that 27 to 32 range. In and out for Nate, and he is not happy. We had 5 woodies total there. No more cornholes. It's 1 point for Nate, and back to weirdo mode. Here's
Yeah.
another look at Nate doing what Jeff said he would expect.
What did I do?
Here we go. Weirdo mode activated.
Some squat.
Drops to the ground.
Borderline.
That's it.
Just
Yeah,
squatting. Just squatting.
he's just getting warmed up with the weirdo mode. I suspect we'll see a little bit more from him here.
Starts off with the woody,
go.
and Jeff with the cornhole. Remember, a 22-12 win for Jeff.
Oh.
Now he leads
Got it.
3-1. That one felt good. The bag said otherwise.
Nope.
Use that backboard.
That's gonna suck.
That was bad.
That
That
was-
was my worst throw. That one's at the camera.
Get on.
Oh, that one's sitting up.
That's
Can
impossible.
Jeff knock it? Okay, so Jeff gets his woody and knocks one of Nate's off. That's a 3-point round trip for Jeff. He leads 6-1.
That
The old destroyer toss at the end there. He had Dead-Eye Dick set on that last bag. He actually missed the bag he was aiming for, but a little happy accident knocked Nate's other bag off. Ended up with a good result for Jeff there. He's got to feel good about that.
So Jeff certainly with a nice 5-point cushion right now. He has the honor and starts off a little bit to the left.
Yeah, Jeff Democrat Low. That's what the D stands for.
Come on.
So you said you've already had 2 names for the D.
Well, there are 2 Ds. He only puts one of the Ds on his Twitter handle. It's Jeff DD Low. DD stands for designated
Get up in
driver.
there. There we go.
Get up. Slow gross. Nope.
That went in.
Oh.
All right. I have a really good read.
Nate with a cornhole. Jeff a little short.
Now, you can, you can count on Nate to accurately predict exactly what's not going to happen. So he's called a couple times in, completely missed the board entirely, and then
Did
on
I get
that
a point
last
there?
one he
You
said
did, you
nope,
did. You got a
and sure
point.
enough, cornhole.
1-point round for Nate. PFT, how about your keys to the match presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer?
Yeah, you know, there are a couple things that you have to be on the lookout for here. Number one for Nate, I think he needs to get physical. He needs to
No, I
start
thought
an
they were doing that.
altercation with Jeff. He's the Tom Wilson of Cornhole, except a little less scrappy, but he fights dirtier. So I'd like to see Nate drop the gloves, maybe put a jab into Jeff D. Lowe's incisors. And then on Jeff
wow.
D. Lowe's side, I think you just got to embrace the beige. You just got to melt into that color. His skin, his knees look like they're almost a certain shade of beige, almost like it should be a Crayola color. Jeff D. Lowe beige.
All right, so those are your keys to the match presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. Only 100 calories, gluten-free, and no added sugar. Real vodka base versus malt or fermented
airmail.
sugar. Real vodka, real juice for real fans just like us.
Get off.
Also, I want to point out Jeff D. Lowe's hair is a bit unruly right now. He's been, I think it's been 5 or 6 days since a haircut. He's looking like a hippie down there. He's going to want to watch out for that hair. Make sure it
Accurate,
stays
6
out of the
days.
field of vision.
It's a 1-point round for Jeff D. Lowe. He leads 7-2, and we mentioned it's Color Rush tonight. I actually found a khaki fedora here in the room earlier on. I offered it to Jeff, and he said, Nothing is touching my hair.
Yep, he likes that hair.
come
He
back.
likes the coif. It's nice and poofed up right now, but yeah, he is looking like a hippie. The D stands for doesn't have a job.
So 3 Ds so far.
3 Ds.
No. Thank you. This sucks.
Taking some time before this pitch. Sort of pays off with the Woody.
Get in.
Jeff knocks 2 in, and that's the second time today we've seen the double cornhole.
Nate just got his back blown out on that one. That was quite a shot by Jeff.
Boy.
That's, you know what that is? That's just an ego killer. That is, it's tough to come back from that.
Not even close for
I
Nate. It's a 5-point round, and PFT another look. How about D
That
stands
was
for double?
devastating.
That's a good one, too. Now, here's what Jeff did on that one. It's sitting right in the front lip, and Jeff just, I think that would have gone in even if that bag wasn't there.
You just flexing for the camera.
It worked for him. Picks up 5 more and has a double-digit lead. It's 12-2 in favor of Jeff D-Lo.
Look at that. He's going flamingo mode activated on that one, picking one leg up, maintaining the balance very nicely. That's the type of form and the confidence that you like to see.
Board looks insane
All right, so
now
Jeff
from this.
picks up 5 with a pair of cornholes, as you just saw, and starts off with a Woody, too strong to the right there. Nate needs to go on a run soon.
What, like, you think he's out of shape?
No, like in the match.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Also, like, exercise is just good for you.
Oh, of course. Nate laughs after.
Well, no, Nate just called another nope, and it went in. So Nate is the reverse Tony Romo, accurately predicting everything that's not about to happen.
Oh, Jeff with 4
knocked that
Woodies. One more for Nate, though. This could be risky,
He's on
PFT,
10.
if
You
he
gotta
goes
go
for the
with
hole
it.
with that traffic there.
I think you got to go for it. You got to take your chances.
He's down by 10.
The slide, the power slide, almost knocks one of Jeff's
Actually,
off there.
almost
Now,
hurt.
I don't know if that's what Nate was trying to do or not, but
Did I get a point there?
that was
Yeah.
almost like a brushback
At least
pitch.
one.
1 point for
Sends a
Nate.
message.
He's on the board again, 12-3. And sometimes PFT Cornhole's a lot of game of runs. He's in the driver's seat right now in terms of honor system, so maybe this could be the turn of this match.
He certainly is.
Down by 9, 12-3 after dropping game 1 by 10. Remember, 6 for 6 on your picks, 4K.
Get in.
Flamingo
Oh,
mode
that'll
again
go in
from
eventually.
Jeff.
What the fuck, man?
Like a ballerina, like
Got-
a black swan.
The
Not in a
Woody
good
right
spot.
now.
Fast forward to the scene where they tear their
Nate
fingernails
knocks
out.
both home.
Nope. Oh, a great kick though.
Some help there.
Almost a huge kick.
Get in. Come on.
Nate misses left, an opening for Jeff here. And he takes advantage with another cornhole. It is 5 more for Jeff, 17-3.
Yeah, he sent it home with a fist
I
pump
don't
too, didn't
think
he?
I'm
Just a
playing
little flair
that
from Jeff.
bad.
Feeling his stash, feeling his flow. Look at that. Boom. Jeff D. Flow.
He is 4 points away from the sweep and starts things
That's
off
bad. That was bad.
with too
Comeback
much.
time.
That one felt bad right away.
That was the adrenaline rush.
All right, Nate just called a comeback, so we know
That's big.
that's
That
not
helped.
going to happen.
Yes, down
All right.
17-3. Jeff too
All
much.
right.
Slow start to round number 23 here of game 2.
It's a little blocker there by Jeff.
Give me a
Good
little
strategy.
nudge. Give me a little nudge.
I'm gonna have to go over it, yeah.
That one nearly hit the camera. Way too much on it. Oh, that bag halfway home. What will Nate do here? A bag on the board would be a wash, but any vibration seems like one of those
I
bags
mean, I'm
will
not gonna
fall.
throw it to the side, right?
Not your strategy.
That'd be ridiculous.
Got to play for people who want to win 4K.
Oh,
All right, so he
What?
gets the wash, and it's still 17-3.
Scared money
I gotta
doesn't
get a
make
better
money,
first
and
throw.
Nate shot that perfectly.
Gotta
That's
get a
probably the
better
only
first
spot
throw.
on the board that sucker could have landed to not knock Jeff D-Lo's bag in. That thing was hanging on by a thread.
Jeff continues with the honor after the wash. Too much on it. Jeff very vocal tonight, PFT.
Hey, he's talking to himself mostly.
Nate with the cornhole. Jeff with a pair of misses. Nate with a Woody.
Call that a thruple.
Yes.
Nope.
Oh, that one rolls home. That's 3 cornholes for Nate. Jeff does some damage control. Excuse me, it was 2 cornholes for Nate. But nevertheless, 3 points, and he's down 17-6.
That was one of the wackier rounds that we've seen. They were just bouncing. The shots weren't good, but they were just bouncing off the other guy's bags. Just
17-6, they said?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So here's Jeff's Flamingo mode activated by Jeff DeLow. The carom off of Nate's bag.
That was sick.
Nate thought that bag
Lucky
was
is
safe.
what that
Turns
was.
out it was his own worst enemy.
All right, so Nate picks up 3, still down 17-6, trying to avoid that sweep, and he starts off with a sliding cornhole. Jeff responds with one of his own.
No.
Nate short right away, and that is an air pitch. Did not hit the board.
That's the first time.
Would've been good in
all-
cricket, Jake.
both games.
Horse.
You know the rules.
There's the music. Finish line in sight for Jeff. Oh, he got the cornhole.
What?
What's
As
On
it
the-
stands
on the
right
board
now,
for
it's
the-
4 points
But
for
you still have
Jeff.
another
Stay
bag.
alive, yeah. You miss here, I don't even need it.
Yeah,
Nate
no.
needs a minimum of a Woody, but if that bag falls for Jeff, it's done, and it would unlock a chance at a 4-bagger. Oh! Nate with the airmail! A cornhole still wins it here for Jeff. He got it!
Hey, let's go.
A fitting ending for Jeff DeLow, his 3rd double cornhole of the match to lock up the sweep.
I don't believe what I just saw here, Jake. I don't believe that ending. What a more impressive final round we have not seen. I don't even know what to say. Nate with the clutchest airmail of all time, and then Jeff with the response. Dear Lord.
And PFT, that was a 4-bagger to end it for Jeff DeLow.
It sure was. So look at this. This thing was sitting on the edge, just begging to be knocked in. Jeff gives himself a little nudge. They both fall down, and the big fist pump, and Nate hits the turf. He falls down. He crumples into a little mess on the ground. I don't blame him. That's a demoralizing way to lose, but I think today the better competitor won.
23-6, Jeff in the sweep. On the wrong side of that sweep is Nate. He is down the stream with Billy.
Nate, what went wrong there?
Jeff's really good. He was clutch. He hit multiple cornholes exactly when he needed to, and my game wasn't there. My throws were off, and my hat off to Jeff.
Do you think the full suit, had anything to do with it?
If anything, I played better in the suit. I feel good. I feel fancy. Multiple people complimented me today, so that was having me a little sky high. But, Jeff brought out the headband, and he won.
Were you going more Mafia or more Pee Wee Herman?
You already know.
Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Billy. Jeff DeLow came to play tonight.
He certainly did. That last shot was just incredible. He
I
didn't
can't
have to
believe
make
I
that
fucking
cornhole,
did my
but he
best
wanted to
shot
send a
of the
statement. He wanted to let everybody know
That was like an
there's a new
impossible
sheriff
shot.
in town. His name's Jeff DeLow. The D stands for deputy.
Let's close out our opening match with our close shave of the match presented by Phillips Norelco and PFT. The 4-bagger to end it. Jeff DeLow with the exclamation point.
Yeah, close shave of the match. You tell me. Look at that thing. I don't even know that would have gone in if he didn't have the assistance of the other bag on the board. Jeff is just a master of the cornhole table. It was a pleasure to watch him play.
And this close shave moment of the match is brought to you by Phillips Norelco. One blade, the only tool that can edge, shave, and any length of hair. Right now you can save 20% on one blade replacement blade subscription at phillips.com/Norelco. Your style made simple. Phillips Norelco. One blade. Any final thoughts before we advance to our second match, PFT?
No, again, I think the better player won there. It was a game of runs for sure. Nate acquitted himself well. Nate came out there and Nate didn't embarrass himself like many of you thought that he would. Like a lot of you, he did embarrass himself like some of you thought that he would, but he really sent a message to the 11% of people that didn't think it was going to get that bad.
957 advance to our second match in that quest for 4K. And PFT, let's meet our second match competitors. It is Dana Beers making his return to the Triple S alongside Feidelberg and PFT. Let's just say the cans will be cracked.
Yeah, you think? His name's Dana Beers. He's drinking at noon. This is good for Dana. This is usually about the time of day that Dana starts to get hungover from getting drunk at work. So he's vigilantly held off to crack his first one at 7 p.m. He looks like he would get shot dead if he were walking through the streets of South Central Hopefully there's no gang activity in the Stool Stream Stadium. We haven't had any of those issues before, but I don't want to rule anything out.
All right, so Dana in red and Fights in white. PFT, this kind of looks like Where's Waldo, but separated, right?
It does, yeah. If you were to split Waldo down the middle, down his inseam with a laser, you would separate them into these two here. Red and white, red and white.
All right, so both players going to simultaneously throw all 8 bags, and the most points will go first. Dana in blue, Fights in yellow, and nobody scores. We'll run it back.
All right.
What do you think of that, PFT?
Get a little mulligan there.
There's no real technique to starting this out, or at least if there is, nobody's figured it out yet. They all just they do spray and pray.
Spray and pray.
3, 2, 1.
They're going pimp grip.
Oh, it's a cornhole for Dana in blue.
That was a good
And
good
he
use.
will go first.
Great use of the pimp grip there. So long been saying that foul shooters like Dwight Howard, some guys that might not be able to make 60% of their free throws in the NBA, should go underhand. Don't call it granny style. Call it something cool like the pimp grip.
Second time we've seen a cornhole off of this.
Shit.
And we're off and running. Dana did miss the first.
Watch the feet, watch the feet.
And a warning by Billy Football. You see the taped line right there, PFT. Important to note, you can step on it. You cannot step over, or else your pitch will be an automatic 0.
Yeah, Billy Feetball, living up to his name, keeping an eye on those little tootsies of Dana B. They did step over, Jake. I saw that. But you give Dana B an inch, he'll take a mile.
Oh, Fights brings 2 home right there. And that will finish off our first round.
Yeah, that was we're off to a bit of a slow start, but that's okay. I think these two need to find a rhythm a little bit. Dana needs to get his
I like how we have
alcohol
Jake keeping
level
score
up to
because I
about
always lose score during this shit.
0.9 before he can start throwing accurately.
3 points for Feidelberg, so he
Yeah.
will have the honor after a pair of cornholes. Remember, questions 3 and 4. Question 3, the series score, and then question 4 is going to be the margin of victory in game 2. So not this game, but the next one. But right now, of course, you're rooting for whoever you took in question 3. 957 of you still alive in that quest for 4K.
It's a great shirt Fights is wearing, isn't it? Kim K is
Right
my
there,
lawyer.
boys.
Don't really understand it, but it is cool.
Color rush. Never know what to expect.
And 1. How's interference?
And it's an air pitch.
My line of vision.
But 3 woodies for Dana,
Did he not
2
step in my line of vision?
for Feidelberg. And
Dana-
it's 5 points for Fights. He leads 8-0.
Dana calling an and 1 in cornhole. You don't see that very often.
Might
Even
have been
though
a
he
fair
missed
call.
the table. He said that Fight stepped into his line of vision. You'll know that Dana is an advocate of scumbag golf, where I'm sure stepping into the line of vision is actually smiled upon. So do as I say, not as I do, Dana.
And PFT, something of note that I think is interesting, when Dana made his Stool Streams debut a couple of weeks ago in a Jenga loss, he had 7 high noon hard seltzers in a 30-minute span. So far, he's not cracked open any 5 minutes in. Surprising to say the least.
He's changed. You've changed, Dana.
Stole it from me.
You used to be cool, Dana.
Feidelberg
me,
off
you
and
my
running
fucking
once
pussy.
again, picks up a deuce, and it is 10-0.
The chat saying Dana does not even yug. He doesn't know how to yug.
Billy stole
He
my
cannot yug. He's yugless. You yugly. Y-U-G-L-Y. You ain't got no alibi. You sober. You sober.
And on PFT, I believe Dana is accusing Billy of stealing his high noon hard seltzer now. So an investigation is launched.
That probably did happen between the two of them. I mean, yeah, they both love drinking.
Bunch of woodies so far.
Come on, boys. Get in there.
And it's off to the right for Fights. Dana just looking to find the scoreboard. A one hop into the hole. Could that be the start? But Fights mimics it. Oh, Dana with a double cornhole. And he does something inappropriate to the camera to celebrate.
Dana just got the entire Stool Streams arena pregnant. The air is thick with Dana B's seed right now. And with good reason. I mean, look at these shots. Look at these. You can't even practice shots like these. Fights with a little hop right there and the fist pump. You love to see that. The jeans couldn't get any tighter, but neither could this game.
He picks up 5 points to cut the deficit in half. It is 10-5 Fights, and Dana, for the first time today, will have the honor despite that disgusting act.
It was a disgusting act, yeah. I think he might be getting an envelope in his locker from the commissioner after this one.
Still completely sober.
Give me a fucking high noon, Billy. What do you mean 1 second?
Couple of woodies that cancel out.
What's Hank telling you to do
Off
back
to the right. Fights with a second woody. Dana responds with a miss. That one too strong. Big cornhole for Dana. Fights with his third woody of the round. It's 2 more points for Dana. And he is down by 3, but more importantly, he has High Noon Hard Seltzer #1 in his hand.
This is like Popeye and spinach right now. He is cracked into the good stuff. I don't know who made Billy the arbiter of when Dana is allowed to start drinking. Billy's probably the worst person to have in charge of your sobriety.
Dana pouring
Jim
it
Irsay,
into
baby.
a cup.
I wonder why he's doing that. Could he
Usually
possibly
it's-
be about to yug?
No, I'm holding the sponsor up.
Yeah, okay, so Dana is choosing to give credit to the sponsor by pouring it into a different cup and then drinking out of that. Interesting strategy, but, you know, I am not one to doubt the marketing genius Dana B.
And by the way, a quick scoring correction, PFT. It was 1 point for Dana. So he still has the honor. It's 10-6 here in our opening set right now. 10-6 fights.
boys.
Dana with the honor. No points accumulated in this round until Fights lands the woody. Second woody, nearly identical spot. That one not even close.
Drinks 1 beer,
High Noon Hard
1
Seltzer.
noon. Hard seltzer.
All right, so 3 woodies for Feidelberg. 3 more points for
Fights-
the 32-year-old.
Fights is throwing a heavy bag right now, Jake. I don't know if you heard the thuds that were coming out of that board. They're landing heavy over there.
13-6 in favor of the 6'2", 225-pounder from Fall River, Massachusetts, and he has the honor once again.
And as I predicted, the board is heated up. I got my laser on it right now. It
I
is
see it.
64 degrees. So this thing, the friction is working.
Oh, Dana misses wildly once again. I know these High Noon Hard Seltzers are great, but it's really throwing off Dana off his game right now.
I don't think so, Jake. I think that's naturally Dana's equilibrium. The High Noon is having a battle against his sense of balance right now, and right now Dana's natural sense of balance is winning. His clumsiness, his internal clumsiness is taking advantage.
4 woodies for Feidelberg, 1 for Dana. It's 3 more points, and the lead is double figures once again, 16-6.
I think this is about as close as it's going to get for Dana. I mean, it's hard to hit both walls in Cornhole. That rarely, if ever, has happened.
Fights will once again kick things off, and Fights actually, in his pregame notes, it's actually not going to what he had planned. He said Dana's going to be so drunk he won't be able to stand. Half a High Noon in? I don't know if that's the case, unless he's an extreme lightweight.
Yeah, Dana's proving him wrong right now.
Not on the scoreboard, though, and that's all that matters for Feidelberg.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Jake, I'd like to correct you. This was number 2. You missed me crack my other one.
For the record, Dana has drank more than Jake thought that he drank.
And who?
Than Jake thought that he drank.
All right, it's 4 points for Dana, and it's 16-10.
It's not just the inner ear, it's the outer ear right now for Dana that is giving him some trouble. If we were playing in a backyard at a barbecue, he would have killed 2 people's grandmothers with some of those throws he's been putting out there.
Looks like bottoms up on this one.
You know what that tells me, Jake? It tells me that Dana understands that he is not one to last long in this stadium, so he might as well get the free nooners in while he can.
Down 16-10. Was down as many as 10. Now still within striking distance, as is the case with Feidelberg on that quest to 21. He needs 5 points and a cornhole there with a double hopper down in the hole. Dana a little short. Fights similar. Some more arc here. There's a lot going on in front of the hole right now.
It's fucking bullshit.
That is a crowded board.
Another look at the lone cornhole from round 9. It's 19-10 after Feidelberg picks up 3.
Yeah, look at this form. So Feidelberg is feeling himself a little bit here. He's got the bag in the other hand to counterbalance, just up on the tiptoes. Doesn't leave either one of his feet, just nice and balanced. Unlike Dana, who could not walk a chalk line.
Fights needs 2. Dana, by the way, as he's on High Noon Hard Seltzer number 3, he said he'd be, quote, loose and ready to booze tonight. End quote. He initially said loose and ready to boost, but then I told him that
Yeah.
doesn't rhyme.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I think he thought that rhymed when he told you that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, loose and booze, different letters, close.
He said still say it, though. Remember, Feidelberg just needs 2.
I feel like Dana doesn't ever not booze. He just
Yeah,
has,
but I have 2.
He has certain days where he says, no, I'm going to take it easy tonight. And then one friend says, hey, do you want a drink? And he's
Dana-
like, what the hell?
Oh,
Dana needs
I
to
don't
knock
think that's
this
the rule.
on or it's over.
I think you can go over.
Oh, can go over.
Can go over.
Oh.
As mentioned at the top of the broadcast, so Dana needs at least a Woody here or game 1 is over. And Feidelberg takes it! He messes up the math, but it still doesn't matter. A 21-10 dub to win game 1.
That was a very professional job by you there, Jake. Just gently reminding him that you did, in fact, do your job, and you told him that rule earlier. And here's the winning point here. Feidelberg throws his about 6 feet to the side, or it looked like a Dana B throw. It was actually a little bit more accurate than some of the tosses we've seen out of him. Fight's clapping it up, feeling good, feeling loose, and ready to boost.
All right, before we commence game 2, PFT, everybody is talking about the main event coming up next.
Yeah, I cannot wait for it. We're talking Rico Bosco. We're talking $20 chef. Let chef cook is what they're saying out there. It's trending on Twitter right now. And Rico is he is a ball of energy. He is a ball of anger. He is a ball of vengeance. And he's ready to roll over anyone who gets in his way. The air in the room just got a little bit colder because I think Rico just walked by outside. He is just like the Night King out there, ready to turn everybody into his dead army of undead soldiers and then die ungloriously in the last season and everybody get disappointed about it.
All right, here we go.
Do you have anything to say to next week's opponent, Rico Bosco?
Yeah, it's not gonna be pretty. I know that he might be the king of his backyard league or whatever with his neighbors, but we play real bags around here, and he's stepping into a whole different arena.
Keep doubting me. I mean, what do you want me to say? I love it. Put me on next week, and I'll connect again. I love it.
Rico is a wonderful human being. Just at Cornhole, unfortunately, he's not nowhere near where he thinks he is.
Fucking disgusting.
Been living my life as an underdog.
Make sure everybody understands that Rico is it's a self-given title of him being the best.
I call him Rico Bosco because he was putting so many bags in the fucking trunk that round. That was incredible. I call him Rico Bosco. Rico Bosco.
Rico Bosco.
The pitch of the match for $20 chef.
The Babe Ruth of Cornhole.
And that's it. Rico Bosco, a 21-7 game 1 victory. Just called his shot. He said he's getting both of those in.
Let's see.
Can he back up his talk? Oh!
Secretariat, Seabiscuit, Rico Bosco.
All right, Dana Beers is 3. High Noon, hard seltzers in. Let's check with him down the stream with Billy.
Dana, it started to go downhill after you cracked your first High Noon. Are you going to mix in a water or just keep chugging High Noons?
I'm not a pussy, Billy. So the answer, and no excuses. Last week was my flu game. This is also my flu game. I'm not a Thursday drinker. I'm a Saturday drinker. I'm a Sunday drinker. This is my flu game. But I'm going to have 4 more, and we're going to hit 8.
He's not a pussy, and he's going to drink 4 more. Back to you, Jake.
Thank you so much. Billy and Dana. He's on number 3 right now. Still needs to do a little more drinking to catch up to last week's pace.
Yeah, I think everybody at home probably watched that interaction and was like, what the hell is wrong with these two guys? They are the only ones that really speak each other's languages. They walked away from that conversation both being like, nailed it, dap it up, not a pussy, sweet.
All right, and by the way, that was number 4 completed. Dana went out of his way to try to correct me once again. So let's start things off in match number 2. Fights with the honor after the 21-10 victory. He is aiming for that sweep. And by the way, PFT, only 13% took fights to sweep. But those 13% love to see him start things off with a cornhole.
Yeah, they're looking pretty smart. The lucky 13 right there. Fights looking great down on the boards. Again, throwing that heavy bag that we talked about earlier. Got the flat grip at the bottom. The bags land hard.
Come on. Come on, Dana. You fat fuck.
All right, another Woody to start things off in this round. So a lot of points on the board, but at the end of the day, it's 3 points for Feidelberg, and Dana finished High Noon Hard Seltzer number 4, but a little messy on the cleanup portion.
Yeah, hey, party foul. Billy, call him for a party foul. You'll love doing that. Party foul. Dana loved it too.
So
These two.
3-0 in favor of Feidelberg, and PFT
I'm like
bigger
Ichiro,
keys
I
to the
just
match
single
presented
you
by
that.
High Noon Hard Seltzer.
Yeah, so if you're John Feidelberg, you really have to do one thing, and that's just not get down, or I should say up to Dana B's alcohol level. He's going to make you want to party. He's a fun guy to hang out with, fun guy to yug with. So if your fights, just don't yug. Just don't yug. Maybe sip a High Noon, enjoy yourself, but don't get on Dana's level. And if you're Dana B, I think you need to add a little bit of finesse. He's got the power game. He's got the strength going. He's a big dude, but maybe work on that touch. And also just try to be not quite as fat.
Such a pussy.
A wash to start off round 2
Wasn't your
of
last
set
interview
2.
words,
Remember,
"I'm not a
question
pussy"?
4 is what is at stake right here. On the Play Barstool app, we had 957 of you still alive heading into this second match. The most popular pick on question 4, the margin of 4-6. 50% out of 5 selections took that. The heavy underdog.
I don't
15
know.
plus,
I'm not. It's just not feeling good leaving my hands right now.
4%. Both
The
players expressing
altered board
discomfort.
has just hit me all in my head right now.
Three 0 Feidelberg entering this round.
Come on, kid. One fucking time.
All right, well, so we'll keep you involved on the score. We apologize for the technical difficulties with our scoreboard, but PFT, that was 2 points for Feidelberg. He leads 5-0.
Yeah, Fights is out to an early lead here. That last toss by Dana tells me maybe the wheels are coming off. That missed by about 6 feet long. Again, that's the raw power that we talk about when we talk about Dana B. He needs to work on that touch.
Fights 5-love after a 21-10 win in Game 1. Looking for the sweep as Dana is holding 3 High Noon Hard Seltzers and burps.
I think if we did a word cloud, if we did a word cloud of Dana B's most commonly used phrases, it would probably just be pussy, sweet, and then just burping noises.
So if you're doing the math at home, you see 4 finished High Noon Hard Seltzers on the turf right now, and then he's holding 3. So Dana on his way to matching last week's record of 7 High Noon Hard Seltzers.
Suck it, all the haters that said that he couldn't drink 7 High Noon Seltzers.
Three points for Dana. He's on the board, though, PFT, down by 2.
It was a good shot. You know, even a drunk pig finds an acorn every now and again. That one bounced off 2 bags. The old double doinking in. Got the Bears playing later on tonight. That was a classic Cody Parkey, but with a good result. A 3-pointer that counted.
All right, so Dana for the first time here in Game 2 cracks open High Noon Hard Seltzer. I'm not even going to say the number because he'll probably correct me even if he's wrong.
It was right here, Jake.
Yes, but you're holding a few, and I don't know which ones are done or not.
Oh, boy.
I don't count my drinks.
That is
not good.
Biggest lie that I've ever heard in my life also.
A lot going on around the hole right now.
I don't count my drinks from the zillion beers guy.
This man created a brand with a number.
With a number in it of drinks. Dana probably had like one epic night on Broadway in Nashville. And he's like, this was so sweet. I drank 25 beers. I'm going to get 25 slashes tattooed on my arm. So you remember just how drunk I got, and all you pussies couldn't keep up.
It's a wash after all of those pitches. So still 5-3 Feidelberg. Dana, though, continues to have the honor with a big-time burp.
Dealing with some gas right now.
I'm a little backed up, boys.
Starts off with the cornhole on the back door. How will Fights respond? A little short.
Jesus Christ.
Is Dana the least couth person in the world, Jake? His couthness has got to be off the charts in terms of a negative value.
Well, whatever he's doing, he's hanging around here as he continues to guzzle down a High Noon Hard Seltzer.
Certainly is.
If I win this game, we might be hitting double digits, boys.
I mean, I believe I told Jake I was going to have you drinking 10 beers by the time we were done with this.
Yes.
10 High Noons.
He did say he would not be able to stand.
Come on.
Oh, you gotta aim high in life, Jake. You know.
Absolutely. But Dana, despite all of this guzzling, he just took the lead. He leads 6-5.
Yeah, it's a classic okie dokie. Now watch this.
He's forgetting bags.
That is impeccable form on the burp. He reminds me of a King of the Hill character. Maybe some no good young teenager that's dating Luann tries to drink a beer with Hank Hill, say yep with him and burp, and Hank Hill just punches him in the jaw.
So Dana 6, Feidelberg 5, entering this round. Remember, a 21-10 win for Fights in Game 1. Just joining us, he's looking for the sweep. Dana, of course, trying to extend this match into a third and final round, which he said the high noon hard seltzer count could reach double figures if that's the case. That one's short, and we had a bunch of Woodies there. 6 to be exact. It's 2 more points for Dana.
I almost did something inappropriate there.
All right.
Try to figure out what Dana almost did. I feel like he almost does inappropriate things most seconds of his life. In that instance, it was probably involving his penis somehow.
In the midst of high noon hard seltzer number 6, he leads 8-5. 8-0 run for the 27-year-old from Cape Cod.
Come on, that's got to get in.
Consistent Woody players, Dana. Gets his third.
Dana is the...
Oh, it hits the camera. Our first camera shot of the evening.
Does that not count?
Dana is the walking embodiment of I'm better when I'm drunk.
Oh, that distracted me, Billy. That's on you. Fuck.
Too much. It is 2 more points
Cam Banks.
for Dana B, 10-5.
Cam Banks rears his head again. Caught a bag right to the back of the camera on that one. But, I've noticed that more often than not, when the bag hits the camera, it tends to soften the landing a little bit and stick on the board.
Cam Banks, by the way, former Heisman Trophy candidate for Florida State back in 2014.
Absolutely.
10 in a row for Dana on a 10-0 run. He just finished high noon hard seltzer number 6, and he is going to tie his record. And there it is, 7 and counting.
You know who the real loser is? It's all of us because Dana, after drinking this much, is just going to want to hang out and talk for the rest of the night. Probably ruin our Thursday night football watching experience.
Bears Bucks 8:20. A nice pregame entertainment experience here on Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer as Dana's Woody streak continues. Vice knocks his own in with the Woody himself.
Fucking pussy.
Dana just called somebody a
something. You son of a
second camera shot.
What do you call him, Jake?
Too many letters.
He called him a what? What was that?
PFT, the
Jake,
replay.
I didn't hear him. So this was right after Dana said something about somebody.
Yes, he called him a FUCKINGPUSSY. Despite all the commotion, 4 points for Feidelberg. So he closes the gap, ends the 10-0 run, and is down 10-9.
Real pros pro, Jake. Despite all the commotion, is a master segue to just change the subject entirely.
Yes. I did answer you.
You did.
All Woodies so far.
I'm on fucking
PFT, we're halfway to that all Woody round. I'm still expecting that name, but Feidelberg ends it.
Get in there, you bitch. My bad. Sorry for swearing.
Our producer Hank approves corn cocky.
Oh, if Hank approves it, then I know it's terrible.
Oh.
No offense, Hank. I said no offense.
1 more point for Feidelberg and PFT. We are even at 10 apiece.
Yeah, this has become a game. I'll be honest with you. I thought that Dana was going to go off the cliff. I thought that he was going to just start putting holes in walls with these bean bags. But he's been locked in ever since he's reached about high noon number 6.
This is 7. Midst of 7. Feidelberg starts with the Woody.
I don't think he can do 10, Jake. I don't think he's got it in him.
Sorry.
Dude, I've gotten used to it by this point.
Old Dana would have drank 10.
You know, Dana may be disrespecting these high noon hard seltzer cans by guzzling them down so quickly. Something he does respect highly is his opponent, John Feidelberg. He said he's probably one of the favorite people here at Barstool, and he's a fiery competitor.
What a guy.
My God,
Totally different tone from last week when he was being set up for Jenga, huh? Showing more respect to the competition.
Did you make
sorry. Yeah.
Was he drunk when he did your pre-game?
Oh,
Was Dana breathing?
Yes.
He was probably drunk. So fights with an interesting reaction here after one of the pitches.
Yeah, so he tosses it up there. and then just gives himself the business. John Henry Feidelberg is a strong boy. Look at those arms. Doing a little flex afterwards.
That was a wash, by the way, so we're still even at 10.
You been doing curls down there fighting?
No, I actually feel really fat, so that's nice of you to say.
Maybe it's just a tight T-shirt.
Everything's short. Everything's short.
Off for Dana. Fights. Oh, hanging on by a thread on the top left corner. Dana knocks it off. One more pitch each.
These two make an interesting contrast here. You got Dana that looks like he'd drink any beer and fights that looks like a grumpy bartender that would kick a guy like Dana out of whatever establishment he walked into.
It's 1 point for Feidelberg. He takes the lead once again. Talk about a game of runs, PFT. It was 5-0 fights. Dana scored 10 to be up 10-5, and now it's fights, 6 in a row.
Yeah, so if your fights, though, you see the comeback that Dana put on, you might start asking yourself, should I be yugging more? Maybe yugging is the key to this game.
Starts off with a little too much iron on that one.
I am decidedly winded right now. Like, I'm going to be sore tomorrow.
That one a little bit short.
What the fuck was that? Huh, boys?
I feel like my lack of self-confidence is never more prevalent when I'm playing cornhole. I say, about every time I throw the
Yeah, this is it's an old hockey trick that Dana's using right now, just referring to everything as boys. Everyone is a boys. The bag is a boys. The beers are a boys. Himself, in fact, is a boys. He's calling himself boys.
6 Woodies in total. It's a wash, and it's still 11-10 Feidelberg. And PFT, if you have a smaller margin of victory, you've got to be feeling good.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought? After game 1, you see how these two are competing against each other. See Dana get into high noon number 7. You think, hey, my bet is done here. Dana's making fools out of all of us.
Dana close to breaking a new record there as he closes in on completing high noon hard seltzer number 7. That's what he drank last week in his Jenga loss.
Yeah, Dana usually doesn't drink on Thursdays unless he's asked to work, apparently, and then he will drink a lot. I'm trying to follow the logic that he used on that one, but it's out of his rhythm. So we talk about teams flying east, flying west. Dana being drunk on a Thursday, he's claiming that's a disadvantage.
Well, when I tried to pick his brain a little bit on how much he'd be drinking tonight, I asked him yesterday, are you going to be drinking? How much? He said, well, last time it was 1 p.m. on a Monday afternoon, so it's a little bit more leeway on a Thursday evening.
Yeah, it's basically the weekend right now. Once you reach noon on Thursday, Jake, it might as well be Saturday afternoon.
Fights picks up a trifecta there and leads 14-10.
You got points there?
No, I thought did I put one in?
Did put one in.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
I don't know about that.
I'm going to trust Dana on this one. I think Dana's got a good grip on reality.
Little to the right. So Fights looking for the sweep.
That's a record. I don't know if anyone noticed.
That's 8?
Yeah. I don't count, though.
Scoring correction. Feidelberg did not land in a goal there.
Suck my dick, PFT. Fucking 5'9" pussy.
Oh my! I think I have to retire. I think I have to retire, Jake. I just got body bagged by the drunkest bro in Hoboken. There's no coming back from that.
Wow. And it's fitting as Feidelberg nails the airmail. He just cracked open a new record, his 8th high noon hard seltzer of the match.
I don't know how I'm sweating in this room.
I'm sweating my ass off. Like, it's not good.
What do I do to get him back, Jake? Do I have to get drunker than him?
I don't know.
Because one time I put it in the fucking thing.
Can't get. They try to get the broadcasters in their head, but now you got to make sure you continue to have a great broadcast with me.
I'm competing against Dana though. Like after that,
one there.
I mean,
I got 4 there,
respond.
Right?
4 points
Billy,
for Feidelberg, 15-10.
Let me get one of those nooners. Respect to Billy for walking a drink over. I think that's probably the first time Billy hasn't thrown a beer to somebody or a nooner, someone that hasn't. Hey Dana, you even yug?
Yep.
The guzzling audio is very nice.
All I wanted.
It's 15-10?
That was very fast.
Fuck you, pussy. Piece of shit. Big red Kool-Aid man ass looking stupid motherfucker.
If you want to use his height, it's 6'4", 240.
6'4", it's not even that big.
So 15-10 Feidelberg, 6 points away from a sweep as Dana is on high noon hard seltzer number 8. And another burp.
Yeah, you gotta make sure that one got down, huh?
One a little left. More Woodies. Oh, Dana knocks his in, and another disgusting act towards the camera.
He cannot stop thrusting. Oh, and then he just masturbates into Billy's face.
He picks up 3. The deficit's now 2, 15-13 in this big-time second match.
Yeah, this is it's a close match right now. Dana's really found a rhythm. I think mentally, physically, spiritually, he's in the zone.
If my mom saw that, I'm very sorry, Mother. That was fucked up. I don't swear in front of my mom. That was also fucked up.
Keeps swearing. We need to have a 6-second delay on Dana at this point.
Dana knew. He was like, I'm just going to cut my losses on
They
this
call
one
it the
here.
dump button in the biz.
Dump button. There you go.
But this is fully live, so let's see what happens.
Dana should call his mouth the dump button.
15-13 fights entering this round. Way too much on that from Dana. And the mid-pitch burp backfires.
Tough. That is a tough result there for Dana.
3 Woodies for Feidelberg. He picks up 2 points. It is 17-13.
You know, Jake, a lot of people forget that 5'9" is actually perfectly average height. There's nothing to be ashamed about. If you look at it from a global perspective, it's actually taller than the average human male on planet Earth. So the joke's really on Dana. Like, he's a big weirdo giant. You big galoot, you freak of nature mutant. Chicks don't even like tall guys anymore.
17-13 Feidelberg, 4 points away. Starts off with the cornhole. Dana's taking the I am unwell hat off.
Yeah.
Fitting name, considering he's 8 high noon hard seltzers in.
I feel fucking great.
You are sweating a lot right now.
That was me.
Jake, let's put a little side wager on how long do you think Dana can go in between words?
Dana's borderline drenched right now.
Not long.
I want to say 4 words.
4 words?
4.5 is the over-under. Let's see.
Oh.
Over-under.
So we can go over. I can just start
will he
running
go
up the score
longer,
now?
not saying that word?
Yeah.
Or will this match be over because he's about to lose?
Or he's about to lose.
Feidelberg needed 4. Right now he has 4.
You got one in?
Yeah.
That's 2 words.
Feidelberg Dana needs to knock one off, and that is it. A sweep for Feidelberg, 22-13. Dana B knocks down 8 high noon hard seltzers.
That really is the story. Hey, like anytime you play Dana, the win
Dana's
doesn't
coming over
really
here to
matter.
shake my hand. Sorry, Dana, I can't reach you down there, short stack. Fuck off. Hi, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
So 8 high noon hard seltzers in the books, plus a big fat L. Billy down the stream with Dana B.
Dana, absolutely legendary performance. Honestly, not on the board, but actually boozing like those. Any comments on your announcers and compatriots?
No, I love Jake Marsh, PFT. I invited him to my wedding. 2 great guys, good competitors in whatever they fucking do. I don't know. But PFT's small, I'm tall. That's the end of the story. And that's an all-time clip. Somebody send me that. You probably already have. That was an all-time clip. Fuck you.
One more question. Do you have a responsible way to get home?
Yeah, I didn't drive here. They have a car. I'm taking the fucking subway. I'm swearing a lot.
Dana's life is so ridiculous that I had to think back. I'm like, wait, is he actually married? I forget.
Yeah, to the girl.
Yeah.
Anyway, our winner.
Yeah, are you technically married?
Number 1, congrats on the win.
Thank you very much.
And I just want to ask, how bad smelling were those burps?
Oh, they were rough. You could have made the argument like it was like chemical warfare going on over here. It was the most burps I've ever heard in, what were we in here, 20 minutes, half hour? You burped 50 times, Dana. It was insanity.
I'm sorry.
But did it affect your gameplay?
No, it did. It did. Dana, he's a nice guy, but I think it's going to take some more than burps to get into this noggin.
8 beers, not enough points, and 50 beers. Burps. Back to you guys.
All right, a very colorful, no pun intended on this Color Rush evening, match between these two.
Yeah, absolutely. And you could tell Billy was just absolutely starstruck talking to Dana and just how cool he is. That is everything that Billy aspires to be in life is what Dana is right now. And so it's fun to watch kids coming up, looking at their heroes, getting to meet them, be like, yeah, you're exactly as big of a deadbeat loser as I thought that you would be. It's just touching to see. You got to grow the game, and it's just good for the sport to see the athletes connect with the fans like that.
Billy 21, Dana 27. So Billy well on his way. But PFT, how about our close shave of the match presented by Phillips Norelco? Going to be the walk-off winner from Feidelberg. He was locked in from the get-go.
He was, yeah. And Feidelberg was well-balanced in all of his shots today. You got to admire the toe-tapping form that he had. Stay grounded. Dana with last airmail, no surprise there, and a good shake of the hands. We are competitors when we step behind this line, but we're friends afterwards, and you like to see that.
All right, 39 players still alive for that quest for 4K, and it's going to come down to 2 people, arguably the 2 best cornholers here in the office. One more video to get you hyped up for our main event. Was the heavy underdog according to the 16,000 plus of you.
Been living my life as an underdog. All I need.
That is the
people start yapping.
the steely-eyed
people in this
second
room
of all, I
who
think
hitch
that there's a
their fucking
direct
wagon to
correlation
the wrong horse.
between
Fucking thoroughbred. You say nope, I'm going the other way. See the
respect where
horse,
respect
good
is due.
legs, 8 years, no
Another
extra.
5
I'm
points
going
for
to somebody
Rico,
else's
17 to 1.
Can't imagine. I can't
Little League
imagine.
team.
Scumbag, asshole, jerk.
Rico,
fucking
Donnie
loser,
needs
scumbag, dick.
a cornhole
8 years.
here again
Still connect.
to extend the
Once
match.
they're on, time to perform. Secretariat, Seabiscuit, Rico Bosco. I just can't figure it out. Fucking thoroughbred. Fucking skills.
All right, PFT, let's dive in on our third and final competitors, a tale of the tape between these two. They're both 1-0. They are both seeking blood and both seeking the crown for the best cornhole player at Barstool Sports.
I am excited to watch this, Jake.
And look at the breakdown. Rico, no age, no height, no weight, but most importantly, a win.
Man of mystery, Secretariat, Seabiscuit, Rico Bosco. That's it. He has many grudges. He has one ally, and that is himself. He's the only person he can count on. It really is Rico against the world at this point. Nobody believes in him. $20 Chef, he called him an amateur. He said, go ahead, play your little backyard games in Staten Island. Excuse me, on Staten Island. Is it in Staten Island?
On Staten Island.
In Staten Island. He
Yep.
said, go ahead. You go to your little cookouts. You hang out with your family. You play cornhole, and you beat them. Well, guess what? I'm a whole new animal right now. My name is $20 Chef. Ever heard of me? Let Chef cook. No love lost, as I said before. And these two they're getting warmed up, and we haven't seen that. So the other competitors that we've seen step in the stadium, they just start off with the tossing on the board. They take their time. These guys take their time to get warmed up, get activated, get their muscles ready to go. They take it seriously.
Yeah, both players have ACL experience out in the pros, and they both know that this is a shorter regulation length. We're playing with 17 feet here, where the regulation's 27 feet, but when they're against each other, same advantage for both.
Believe it.
Yeah, you can tell they take it seriously because they both understand they have to get acclimated to the shorter table.
All right, so all the warm-up pitches
Warm up,
are
maybe
in
get
the
out the way.
books, and we will kick
hit the
things
camera
off
this
for
time.
our grand finale. Good luck to the 39 of you on the edge of your seats at home looking for that $4,000. One of these men can make you very happy in the course of the next hour.
I want to see a winner here, Jake. I want to see somebody go home with $4K in their pocket. I think you do too. I think the American people want to see that.
All right, so we'll have our simultaneous pitch off to decide the order. Rico with the blue bags, Chef with the yellow.
It's got to be one-handable.
However, right?
Ready? You're tossing all of them. 3, 2, 1, toss.
And it's 2 points for $20 Chef, And he will kick things off in our third and final match. And PFT, we mentioned the hype leading up to this match. Looking at the Play Barstool app, question 5, the series score, you quite literally cannot get a closer breakdown of the picks. 25% 2-1 Rico, 25% 2-1 Chef, 25% have each of them sweeping as well. So right down the middle.
All I heard was 75% against Rico Bosco when you said that, Jake, and that's all he heard down there as well. The color rush is looking good. Rico, the man in black, he's dressed for Sean Latham's funeral, and Sean wearing the olive green, the $20 Chef, rocking the olive colors down there.
So 4 Woodies for Rico Bosco. It's 3 total points, though, for $20 Chef as he lands a pair of cornholes, and he'll kick things off with a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, big start there. Rico all over the board. He fanned his bags out in a nice, almost like a Japanese flower arrangement fan behind the hole there. I don't know if that was intentional or not. He's a big studier of Japanese flower arrangement.
And by the way, we mentioned question 5 right down the middle. Question 6, total cornholes in the entire match. We'll keep you updated on a live count of that. That was just cornhole number 3. It's for both players combined, remember. And the most popular pick on the fill-in question 6 was 75, with 12% of the field selecting that.
Left it open.
No.
Yeah, I'll take that.
But a cancel out, and it will be a wash.
You know what we're going to learn here, Jake? We're going to answer the age-old question. Is it better to spin backwards or sideways? 2 distinct styles, and you can see the bags landing on the board here. Sean spins sideways. Now, Rico with the backwards spin knocks it directly off.
I respect the black, going with the black. It's very indicative of the Kenny Powers persona.
3-1? Okay.
All right, you're up then.
Am I
Did
up?
you get a point there?
Yes, it is 1 point for Rico.
Okay, perfect.
Rico has the honor, trailing 3-1. Rico Bosco actually ranked the number 8 gambler at Barstool Sports, according to fellow co-worker Jeff Nadeau.
Yeah, Jeff Nadeau came out with his full comprehensive list. He got Jack Mack number 1, no surprise there. Rico at the bottom was a bit of a slight. Rico, you could say, took it personally going into this week. And I don't know, Jake, if you saw Jeff Nadeau's message to Rico saying, let's bury the hatchet, let's both make money. I make picks, I make money. You make picks, we make money. It's profound, to say the least, and have to wonder if Rico has been pondering his offer to bury that hatchet.
Chef with a laser-like pitch right here. He picks up 1 point to take the honor on a 4-1
I got 2 in, 2-1.
Just scooted that one right in. Just banked it off the side. Again, the sideways spin, if thrown with enough velocity, you can climb up that board.
4-1.
4-1 Chef. We're at 8 total cornholes, by the way. 8 total cornholes for question 6 down on the Play Barstool app. You make your picks, by the way, for Monday's Jenga broadcast. Will it be a rollover of 4,500? Or will someone take the grand prize progressive jackpot here, which would, of course, enforce a reset, which we haven't seen in nearly a month.
Oh, you fucking mother.
Let's go! It's an airmail for Chef, and he celebrates. Rico a little short, and we are seeing the emotion come into play for both players.
These guys are taking this extremely seriously. That reaction from Rico, he was mad at himself. It was almost a triple bagger right there. He almost knocks both of his bags on the board in. Chef with a great round.
7?
Chef's bag teabagged Rico's bags. He put all the corn on top of the other 2 scrotums, bounced it off and in. It was impressive to watch.
7-1 Rico Bosco, and that was cornhole number 11. 7-1 Chef, excuse me. Rico in blue, Chef in yellow.
Rico Costco looking more like Rico Sam's Club right now,
brother
Jake.
play? You're going to throw it short, you fucking baby motherfucker.
You can't be throwing back short. You're going to go long.
I know,
Rico.
I know. Hey, fucking come on. You can't throw it short.
Get in!
Another Woody, but not much of an opening
Push it
here
in
for
for me.
Rico.
You
What's
got
the
this.
strategy here, PFT, with all that traffic by the hole?
I went long on
I
one.
think you got to go a little bit short on this one.
Did
I
you
think
get
you
one
gotta
in?
play conservatively, because if it touches those bags,
I don't know how many you
they're all
got in. I've already
dropping.
had 6 high noons.
I got 2 in.
Oh,
Okay.
it's short for Rico Bosco.
Little bit of
However,
point.
he picks up 3, cuts the deficit in half. It's 7-4 Chef.
It was smart. Many people would say it was a coward's play.
Nice work
but
that round.
Sometimes it's better to be a coward who's alive than a hero who is dead.
Rico hitting himself with
Rico
the
just
What's the score, Billy?
We need to check Rico into the blue concussion tent right now. Put him in the protocol. He is he took a few severe blows at his own hand there.
7-4 Chef, but 3 points for Rico. He'll have the honor here in round number 6 of our opening set.
Billy, was your construction shift before or after the match?
It's actually yesterday.
Roasted.
Starts off with a Woody to the right.
I can push that. I need to start playing, man. What am I doing over here? Oh, no. Come on!
Chef knew that one was wide immediately. Can Rico take advantage? He'll put that one right down Broadway. Oh, it's an airmail for Chef.
Top, guys. Go to camera 2.
It's cornhole number 13. Chef now directing orders at our hardworking production
Oh,
crew,
look at
but
that.
Rico sneaks that one home.
Great shot by Rico right there. That was a big response.
Drop! Fuck! Lay up. Just got to lay it
Rico
up.
is amped up right now.
That's a
Jake,
fucking
I'm surprised to see Rico rocking an Oregon hat, considering their history of
again.
abuse at some of their programs.
7-3?
I wonder if Rico's
Whoa,
intentionally
whoa, whoa.
overlooking that or not.
What did the Duckies do?
An airmail for $20. Chef, that was a wash,
What do we
by the
got?
way, PFT.
You're
It's
at seven-
still
no, you're up again.
7-4
You have the last point.
in favor of Chef. Rico has the honor, but PFT, how about your keys to the match for this grand finale presented by Heineken Hard
Let's
Seltzer?
go.
Yeah, so with $20 Chef, you want to steer clear of all balloon references. I'm not going to say the word balloon. I'm not going to talk about balloons. I'm not going to insinuate that Rico
I like how
has
the
anything to
Cornhole
do with
Commission got
balloon construction
fair rep
or
this
balloon
time.
tricks or
Everybody
clowning
goes
with
in.
balloons. So I'm going to steer clear of that. I would recommend Chef do the same to not light a fire under Rico. Despite how much you might want to say the word balloon, I would not say it. And then also, if I'm Chef, I would focus on
Still got
all
one
the
left?
support that he's got out there.
And-
That's right, 75% of America
Run it.
thinks that he will not get swept by
do you.
Rico.
An opportunity for a four-bagger here, and Chef can't get that one to sneak down. However, he does pick up 5, and he leads 12-4.
Yeah, that was impressive round there. by
Come
Rico.
on.
Dare I say, he's found his stroke.
So close to that four-bagger. We saw Jeff D'Lo walk off with one back in match 1 in a sweep. Fight swept Dana, and here we are in our grand finale. 39 of you still alive for that $4,000 progressive jackpot.
Whole lot of cornholes here, Jake. There's a reason.
18 and counting.
There's a
PFT,
reason
do they have
these
that
guys are
team
ranked
doctor? I
top
didn't feel a
two.
little woozy.
What's that, Rico?
Do they have that team doctor? Or they?
The team doctor.
Yeah, it felt.
Two
I
more
did take a
cornholes.
couple to the.
Yeah, we'll get you a shot. Do you need an injection in your ribs?
What?
Get Tyrod tailored.
Rico a little short, but still an
leave it
opening
when
for
you're
that
down
four-bagger if he can bring that one home. And here we go. Rico Bosco looking for the four-bagger. The High Noons have exploded. A mid-match High Noon Hard Seltzer explosion.
Gamesmanship.
That was intentional. That was designed to throw Rico
Run.
off of
Run!
his pattern.
And it
Fucking
ruins
believe
his
it's short.
chance at the four-bagger. A lot just went down there.
That is a vet move by Sean, the $20 chef.
That was off my bad.
Very smart.
6.
The High Nooners, though, PFT.
Let's take a look.
Sorry, 9.
You got
He
4.
knocks it off,
10
and then
minus,
boom.
5.
Bring out the mop and bucket.
Come on.
5 points for Rico. Big round now trails 12-9.
I got that feeling of the wetness on my leg like I had to get pissed outside. You know, when it still splashes off a rock.
Yeah,
So I
pissed
feel
on
more at
myself.
home now outside. This is an outside sport. You get it, PFT.
Got it. Yep, absolutely.
Outside
for
sport,
anything used in
despite
Army?
the
That's that
ACL
piss
on
on the
ESPN
ankles, you know.
playing
Go to
indoors.
work.
Yeah, well,
What's the green
sometimes,
for,
you know,
Chef?
you play better if you get a
go to
little piss
work?
on yourself. That's just a fact. It's
Nope.
guy code, Jake.
22 cornholes. Rico trails 12-9, but has the honor, and Chef starts with the cornhole down the middle. Chef too much. An opening here for Rico.
A violation.
Nope.
No more warnings. Next time just flag.
All right.
All right, so it was a violation despite the 0. It would have been a
Okay.
0 regardless, so Chef's got to watch his toes
Close
there.
one.
But he gets the cornhole, but Rico sneaks on down
haven't gone over
2.
yet.
But
Right,
at what
Billy?
cost, Jake? At what cost?
It's a Woody for Rico Bosco. And Chef ends with an airmail.
That thing was sweet. Almost a pure swish on the cornhole.
You get one
table.
in?
Not something we
You
see
got
that
6.
often.
I got 9. I got 3.
Rico feeling a little bit flustered. He stopped to talk a little
Guy
bit.
hits home runs.
Being a little less
Can't beat him with
boisterous than
contact.
usual.
Guy hits home runs.
Have to wonder if he's down.
What's the
in
score
his-
now?
It was a shot
3
at the
points
title.
for Chef. He leads 15-9.
13-9?
15-9.
15-9. 15-9.
That one home. Chef starting to cook. Rico too strong. Chef can do some damage here. Woody to the left. Rico needs to respond. He holds on for the Woody. Chef a little left. Rico flicks up and short. Oh, Chef side swipes that one home.
Got 2 in or 1?
Rico needs something on here, and it holds on. He still has life. PFT, if that fell, it would have been the match.
I actually think that Rico might be able to stage a comeback here. Jake, can you hear $20 Chef? He's struggling to breathe a little bit. The fatigue is starting to set in a little bit. It's been a long game. He's not used to this level of competition. It would shock me if he's played a cornhole match that's lasted longer than 2 minutes in the past.
20-9. Any point here for Chef locks up the W. Rico with a big-time cornhole. He needs to be nearly perfect on this round. That one's off. An opportunity here for Chef.
Nope, I blew it.
He's going hunting with that bag hanging down low. They both fall down. Rico still with the edge with those second cornholes. So Rico in the driver's seat here.
I think if you get it in, you get 2.
He currently has 2. Drop. And he gets the Woody to pick up 3 points. Chipping away, now 20-12.
It's a good round by Rico. And you know what? Everybody loves a comeback story. If the United States had been favored in the Olympics in Lake Placid, they never would have made a movie about him. So Rico, you know, he'll use that as a little bit of motivation right now. He lives life as an underdog. He's been an underdog his whole life. He said it himself in that video.
Rico actually, as he's down 20-12 right now.
20-12.
Last week when Chef said only he and Frankie Borelli were a part of that top tier, Rico just said he's happy he has a seat at the dinner table right now, wants to grab some leftovers. Not really sure what that means, but it seems motivational.
It makes sense to him. I think that's the important part.
Too much on that one.
Oh, no.
Wide to the right. Rico too much, went for the airmail, knows he just missed an opportunity. A big-time cornhole for Chef. Rico needs a miracle, and that is going to do it for set 1. Icing on the cake for Chef, a 27-12 statement.
Yeah, that was, you said it. It's a statement. Rico was hoping to make it a little bit closer than that. He's going to be locked in, though.
Yeah.
We're going to go. I want to hear what's inside Rico's head right now because he has to motivate himself. He has to give himself a good spin zone before the second match.
A wake-up call for Rico Bosco. He's down the stream with Billy Football.
Sorry, I was doing my thing.
You're down, but you're not out.
Not out.
What's going through your head and what do you have to say?
You got to connect. I mean, you kind of saw it. I studied the game tape. I kind of knew where he was going. He left me some opportunities. And again, I was bunting. I'm not fucking hitting home runs. He's a home run hitter. I'm not going to win with contact. So, you know, I do love the atmosphere. It's a little bit better. We don't have biased refs today, so I'm a little in my own headspace. But you got to connect. Guy's fucking good. I was just happy to get a shot. Guy's good.
He's good. Happy to get a shot. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Billy. And PFT, before we commence game 2, we broke down the sabermetrics of each of these players' debut in cornhole right now. We have PPR, points per round. Now, this is not including cancellation scoring. Rico with 6 points per round in that second set over Donnie. But I want to look at set 2 of Chef's match. You can only score 12 on a 4-bagger, and he got very close to that.
That is a shit pumping. $20 Chef with 9.7 PPR. That's got to be some kind of record, Jake. I don't know how you can get much better than that. As an amateur player, maybe we should send him to the ACL.
Potentially. They both have some experience, but still work cut out for $20 Chef and Rico Bosco in order to make that comeback after the 27-12 win. And $20 Chef will have the honor to kick off set number 2. Remember, 39 of you at home are still alive in that quest for 4K. Will somebody's bank account become significantly larger or everyone's hearts be broken?
Now, if I'm Rico, I got to make a change here. I don't know if it's mentally, if it's physically, maybe take off a layer of clothing, maybe switch something up. I don't think he's the type to do a Dana B and start cracking high noons and sucking them down left and right. But something has to change here. You can't repeat the same thing and expect a different result.
And something has changed, PFT. He has taken off the jacket. It's all about the Oregon head-to-toe gear right now in this green versus black color rush.
That's smart. That's smart. Rico, longtime Oregon fan, representing the Ducks, Puddles, the entire crew out there.
$20 Chef eyeing another cornhole here. By the way, PFT, 44% of $20 Chef's pitches in set 1 were cornholes. Nearly half the time he let that bag go, it went in the hole.
It's incredible. That's tough to beat.
Some more cursing from Rico. The anger continues as Chef knocks that one home.
Bounce.
Rico gets the big bounce.
Nice bag.
And once again,
Classic
we are
climber.
seeing emotions take center stage. 1 point for Chef.
Sean absolutely
sure?
nailed it. Nice bag,
only one. That's
classic
worse. That bag
climber.
was huge.
There are
No, I
no
got two in there.
more higher
Yeah, I know.
compliments
Oh,
to
yeah.
give.
I only got one
than
point.
that.
All right, cool.
Rico knows he had it, knows that was a must-have shot for him.
That was a nice
If
bag.
Rico wants a shot,
Classic
he
climber,
needs
hard to do.
come out
Opening up, big
with
deal.
a big statement in the first few frames here.
Spot
Get
on
to
it,
a
but it's
lead.
flew.
He can't come back from behind. Has to
Oh, come
establish
on,
himself
man.
as the lead dog.
Chef strikes first with that 1 point. A pair of woodies that cancel out here. A little wide left for Chef.
Get in the hole.
Rico finds the hole.
Too hard.
Too much. Rico has
He's
0
up.
hazards in front,
All right.
and it's a little to the right.
You got 3, you got 5 right now. I gotta get this in. Didn't get it in.
All right, it's not in, but Rico still has a bag.
He's got 1 point right now.
And he got it! A big time pitch from Rico
Nice
Bosco
work.
to pick up 4.
4-0.
That was the perfect shot right there, Jake. That
Nice
is
bag.
just what the doctor ordered. Rico Costco, as Donnie calls
Rico
him. He's a
Costco, out
cheap
early,
little hot
4-0.
dog.
Big
That's
Billy
why I
football.
call him Rico Costco.
Billy Hot Nut, they said.
Look at that. Just bounces
Billy
it
Hot
right
Nut.
down the middle, uses Sean's bag as a bank shot. That was
They
perfect.
call that the compromiso, PFT.
4
The
points
compromiso.
for the unknowner from unknown.
I'm flopping game 2, Billy Ho. You can't leave it open, though.
No.
It's interesting because both players are, of course, super competitive PFT, but they're kind of pumping each other up when they throw good pitches.
It's game,
Surprise
respect,
fight.
game
I
at this
respect the
point.
guy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, a violation
Whoa,
called by
whoa,
Billy
flag.
Football. That bag will
one is
come
it?
off the board and be an automatic 0.
The yellow one right here.
Billy was all over that one, keeping his
Good
eyes
work, dude.
radar
Hey,
locked
you know it's
on
my
the
fault.
feet. And you're right, Jake. These two, they respect the game more than anything. I think that they're just happy to have some competition. At this point, they've blown everybody out. It's not fun for them. Playing against somebody with some talent is a nice little change of pace.
Sneaks home for Rico. Chef trying to do some big-time damage control, and he does. Those cornholes cancel out. However,
got 2
it is
for
still a
Rico.
2-point round for Rico. He leads 6-1.
That was huge, but Jake, 2-point rounds are not going to cut it when you're playing against Chef in the long term. He's liable to pull up a 9. He can put up a 12. So you have to get out to that big
I didn't know.
lead,
It's
build
hilarious
it
that they keep
early.
them stats. I can't believe
Rico's
it.
had his chances here. I'm not
It makes
counting
me
him
so
out,
excited.
I didn't
but
get
he needs
blown
to take
out,
advantage
so-
of those openings.
I felt like I was
All
in.
right, 45
You were.
cornholes and counting for question 6. We mentioned question 5. Straight down the middle.
Too hard.
25% apiece.
Come on.
all picks. Back-to-back
Let's
cornholes
go.
for Rico. He is starting to get comfortable.
Another one?
Another one.
Another violation.
Another violation. That was a 3-point fuck up.
$20 Chef. I mean, he missed anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but it's more of him just not adhering to the rules.
I gotta back it up.
Rico a little too strong. Chef misses left.
Step back about half a foot there. Let's see how that
Oh!
impacts.
Rico misses again. What will Chef do here?
Too hard.
Gets the Woody, but it is 5 more points for Rico, 11-1.
That was big. He had to have a
All right, here we
statement
go.
right there. And you're not going to see Sean miss the board twice in many rounds, but credit to Rico. He stepped up and took advantage.
11-0 run for Rico, and this is turning into a classic. Will we see a set 3? Rico starts off a little short, but that bag certainly can be moved. Remember, you're new to Cornhole. Points do not lock in until the round completes. Rico sneaks one down. Shows the mild fist pump. Chef misses right, but now that bag goes to the center. A potential for a double. Rico misses left.
It's gonna drop.
All right. Couple of canceled cornholes there. As the count goes to 49, Rico gets the one down once again. He picks up 3 cornholes. Chef misses, and it's 4 more for Rico. 15-1.
Those are some nerves
Sean,
kicking
you had
in
a
right
chance
now
to
for
put me
Sean.
away.
He
Come on.
Rico has his jaws clenched. The dog, the underdog
Come
Rico,
on.
has bitten around Sean's
Billy
leg.
Hot Nut?
Sean's trying to
Never
shake
heard
him
the
off, and he
fable?
knows that it's not going to be that
Jesus.
easy.
Guy
to
pulls
do.
up to a deer on the road that he hits.
Sean not
walks up
happy. That
tentatively,
poor
think fucking
closet.
attacks him.
Boom!
Stick the fucking
Guy's
knife in.
done. Get
Stick the
stabbed.
knife in.
Next
Come
thing you
on.
know, that's a wrap. He's done. The
Leave
deer
no
has a story to
doubt.
tell.
No half measures.
I think they're talking about murdering an animal that they hit by a car. I'm not sure. Is Rico asking him to kill him?
I don't know.
To slide the bags in the hole.
Chef talking to himself. It's such an interesting dynamic because you can't tell if they're talking trash or just like pumping each other up. It's really weird, but I like it.
Get in the hole!
That Rico
Every
plagiarized that
bag
from
should go
Goodfellas when
in,
he said,
Carlin.
they're talking with Martin Scorsese's mom at the dinner table.
This guy's putting a clinic on now.
And this guy over here, he's looking that way, and the dog says, "What do you want?"
Get in there!
Chef has a chance for the first 4-bagger of the match. Rico needs to do damage control. He misses for the Woody, and it's Chef for the 4-bagger. No. Kaboom! $20 Chef is right back in this match. An 8-point round. It's 15-9.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. You have to build a lead.
You can't just be invited to prom and stand on the corner. Gotta hit the dance floor. I'm fucking standing on the side. Get fucking in there. Come on. Fuck.
What's the score?
15-9.
All right.
Chef coming off the first 4-bagger of the match. He keeps
Five-bagger,
it
Jake.
going. 5 in a row. Rico a little short. Oh, that one could knock in
That
for
wasn't
Rico.
a 6-bagger.
Oh, a lot going on near the hole here.
Little traffic jam.
Oh,
damn.
a big-time swing.
Not good idea. That's not a good idea by me.
Rico a little left. Chef with the airmail and nearly knocks
Push that
Rico's
bag
off.
out of the way. Go in. Give me another high noon.
It's
Yes!
long, and it's 2 points for Chef.
Thank
It's
you.
a 10-0 run, 15-11.
Rico said something about scoring off a turnover. I'm just going to listen into what he's saying right now, see if I can translate what he said.
15-11.
I thought it was 13. I already scored last round.
It was 15-1, and you're on a
Okay,
10-0
never mind.
run.
False alarm by me. False
11-1,
alarm.
and I got the 4.
I'm in no place to question the score at this moment, Jake.
The refs in the booth, it's an A game. It's a prize fight. Standing room only.
You know, the fighter in the middle of the
Sold
fight
out
don't
a
know the
week ago.
score.
No.
Guy's getting hit in the head. He's dropping lefts. He's getting socked.
The ops department's bringing their fucking
What are you gonna
best
do?
game. The fighters are fighting. The refs are doing a good game. Everybody's in.
Jake, I don't think that we need to announce
No,
this
I
game.
think we
they're
might have
announcing
the rest of the
themselves.
night
Just
off.
right there. We'll push that one in her next bag.
Bounce.
Bounce!
Oh!
Bounce! Get in there, everybody!
Oh,
go,
a double
Jake.
bagger!
It's a family event.
Rico keeps it going. Both players halfway home to a 4-bagger. Chef keeps it going. Can Rico apply the pressure? He misses right for another 4-bagger. $20. Chef got it to
Your
go!
shirt's too small. I got an H&M.
He is on fire right now. Rico to limit the damage. Misses left, and Chef has tied it up. 15 apiece.
Coming in and walking away.
I'm telling you, these guys are locked in right now. I have never seen competitors
I'm
like
6
this
points
in
away
cornhole.
till next week.
It's actually-
Hot
You
Nut.
weren't-
It's
you
kinda
weren't just
concerning
coming
how
in
good
and
they are at
taking
this
it from the
sport,
guy. He's gonna play.
15 all. Second 4-bagger in 3 rounds for $20. Chef.
That ruined it, Jake.
Was down as many as 10. It was 11-1 Rico, and now we're
That's
tied.
it.
The old
Put the
announcer's
pressure on.
curse,
No
like you're
bunts.
saying a
No
kicker is
bunts.
perfect on the ear.
Chef gets it down. Both players playing at an ultra high level right now.
Left it open for your kid, for the kid. I'm losing my shit. Sometimes you don't know what to say, Billy Hot Nut. I'll push that in later.
Rico takes time. It's a little short. Not too happy with the pitch.
Kick it.
It's short.
layup.
All right, so a cornhole would win the rounds. A woody would be a wash. It is indeed a wash. So still 15
That
all,
style's scary.
but
Your style's a
PFT.
crawl style.
So the
Crawl
numbers
style.
are flowing. We haven't seen many
Be a fucking
zeros.
hero.
lately.
No, we sure
the
haven't.
dog.
These guys,
Take the
it's a
points on the
rarity if
board.
they miss the board.
You know, you get
Two
down to
great
the 20, you kick a
competitors.
nice little chip shot,
And you're
then
right,
pull a
they
flag,
do treat
bring
each
them
other
back
as
off.
friends
I'll do it.
after
Never
each
take
round.
points off the board. Never.
They spend more time talking
Never.
to themselves, talking to Billy, than they do to each other. You like to see that.
15 all. Cornhole for Chef. Number 67.
Guy's a player. Guy's a player.
I'm not sure who he's talking about.
Me either. 20%. Less than 20%
it.
is the
That's
miss
the player.
rate. So
Come on.
both players just
He owes you one.
very
He owes you
locked in.
one wide right.
Oh no, left.
He owes you one. He fucking owed you one. Let's go.
I need more high noon.
Rico gets it to
You
fall.
fucking bait. You got a fucking answer. That's it.
I messed it up.
Off to the right. An opening for Rico Bosco here. We're currently at a wash. Rico will pick up a point, and he takes a 16-15 lead.
It's a big point.
fucking
And,
leave me
and Jake, you'll
alone.
notice that he was
Don't
just
let me
smacking
live.
that bag before he tosses it.
Don't let
It
me
helps
live.
the beans to settle at the bottom.
16-15.
Rico
Had a
knows
shot,
you got to
put a
lay
knife
that
in his
wrist
neck.
into it.
Thanks. Thanks, Billy High.
That is that's a momentum shift right now inside Rico's own mind. He was happy to see that one go in. Anytime you can take a point off
delicious
Sean,
coffee.
you're going to go home happy.
16-15 Rico. He led 11-1. Sean tied it at 15, and we are 70 cornholes deep here in game 2, and both fall down for the cancellation. Rico responds with a Woody to the left.
I want to give a lot of credit to Billy, too, as referee.
And another violation!
Was it? Went over.
I was just about to say, Jake, I'm giving credit to Billy as
Billy's
a referee.
doing well, yeah.
He is
Was it a
keeping
cornhole?
a perfect eye on that line. He has not taken his eyes off of it.
Another look at the foot fault here.
There that you know.
You're on board.
So yeah, he takes
Well,
that
they say
step
have
forward with
the
the left
board
foot,
there.
and
Yep,
then
it's
just
over.
barely the toe. The toe goes over. If that was Deion Sanders, that would not have been a foot fault. He's got that weird index toe that pulls back. Sean Latham's extends out into infinity, almost like a goal line.
Rico led by 1 entering this round. Chef just had a foot fault, but that one halfway home, that yellow back. Oh, and it knocks down in for
4-point
Chef,
swing.
and Rico knocks one off of his own. A 4-point swing there.
Rico knows he should have been more careful.
And Chef gets the cornhole. What a chain of events. He picks up 4 and leads 19-16.
That was tough. That, and more than anything, that's mental. Rico knows you got to be cautious when it comes to throwing a bag up there that's going to knock your buddies in. Sean pointing up at the sky saying, "Thank you, Rico Bosco," as we all have several
If
times.
I lose this, it's because of that.
He's about to put this away. Rico has to step it up. He's got to put some serious numbers on the board here.
Remember, win by 2, and you can go over. So if it's 22-21 Chef, we would play on.
Get in!
Starts off with the cornhole. Rico facing the most pressure he's had here in the Triple S. Back-to-back cornholes. Little right. Can Rico put the pressure on with a
Go
cornhole?
in when I miss it. It's like I'd say, don't go in,
short.
bag. Be like that.
Chef with a Woody. That left side wide open for Rico. Another Woody. We're even right now in this round.
Get in there! Get
It's
in there!
good.
Go around! Go
Rico
around
needs a
downtown.
cornhole or this thing is over. 20. No! He caught me. I was starting, but Rico gets it to go.
Jake, you had your sign-off call
want
all
that.
dialed up on that one, and
that.
Rico climbed over 3 bags.
You don't
Just
respect
that
the
bag
right
showed
fight.
so much grit,
wall,
tenacity.
hey.
That bag
I'm
never
young.
gave up. Look at this
Who
thing.
still goes
That
first?
thing
More
touched
fun.
4 bags. That Rico's bag went parkouring across the table.
Because I won the last round.
Incredibly impressive. I didn't think the kid had it in him.
It's a wash. Excuse me, folks. I thought when that hit the board, I thought it had no chance of falling, but Rico
He's got that
does
throw.
not
He's got
die.
that throw. He crawls.
Still 19-16. Chef still has the honor. PFT, this
no.
match has lived up to the
Oh,
hype and
no.
then some.
Oh, absolutely.
Come on.
Absolutely. Credit to these 2 competitors down there, and especially credit to Billy Football,
That's
making
it.
sure it's
Can't let
played
it live.
in a
Come
clean
on.
fashion.
Rico with the cornhole. Chef misses and then gets the Woody. Ooh, too strong. A missed opportunity there for Rico.
I have to wonder if that previous toss by Rico is.
A double cornhole for Chef. Pressure back on Rico. He responds. We're even in this round right now. It's good, and once again, cornhole or bust for Rico Bosco. And that's it. $20 Chef in a match we will never forget. 22-16. PFT, an instant classic inside the Triple S.
It was. He liked to make that last one too. That was almost a double extender by Rico. The real winners, though, Jake,
The real winner's high noon.
the viewers, people who are watching at home. That did live up to the expectations. It's a treat to watch that. I'm sure that we're going to get some good in-depth reporting from Billy about what was going through their heads, some real behind-the-scenes stuff, some real psychological deep dives by our good friend Billy Football. I can't wait to hear what he has to say.
83 total cornholes on the match. Still waiting to see if we have a jackpot winner. But for now, down the stream, Chef and Billy.
Chef, Rico took a shot at the top. You played your game. What was going through your head those first 2 games?
I'll tell you what. He's a lot better. I only watched limited footage on Rico Bosco. I'm just happy they didn't play his song coming into this because I would have had a problem. That might have been a real shot. The guy's got a toss on him. If he turns that hand in and he gets his form curved in like the pros get, we're gonna have a real issue on our hands here. It's gonna be the top 3, but right now it's still a top 3. But it's just gonna be. I mean, I'm telling you, the guy's got a game. But listen, I've been working on my shit. I was ready to rock and roll. No one's getting in my way. Only time I'm going to hit next up at some point, where's Frankie?
Quick question. Rico kept talking about a deer on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And whether you snap their neck to make sure they're dead and put them away. What are your ethics regarding roadkill?
Well, if I've never lived in a rural area where if I hit a deer and I had a truck, I would probably, hopefully be in the truck with somebody else. They could help me put the deer in my truck and we can, take it to wherever those deers go. You got to pull over. You got to respect the life of the deer. I would put the deer in my truck, though, Billy Hotnut, and I would take it to wherever it had to go. That's what I would do. But here's the deal. This time, I had to run him over. You know what I mean? I had to run him over this time. My truck's only 2-wheel drive, but if it's not snowy out, if I have a good speed, then I have to do that in this game. I have to hit him. I was down early large. It was like 15-3, and your boy went on a run. And that's just how it worked out. I got lucky. He had a few opportunities to take me down, and he left it open. And you know what? Things went my way.
The winner of the prize fight. Back to the booth.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, High Noon.
PFT, we got to check out our close shave of the match presented by Phillips Norelco because
Send
$20
us
Chef,
back,
despite the win, he really wasn't clean at the line. He had plenty of foot faults there, and he had one late in the match. Rico could not take advantage of it, though.
Well, you got to see what you can get away with here, and Rico with the nudge just pushes him in. Rico knew that was a mistake from the get-go. At that point, Rico became a wounded deer on the side of the road, and Chef was driving by in his Toyota Tacoma, full cab, had the extended snow tires on the back, maybe some snow chains on it. Now, Jake, if you were to hit a deer on the side of the road, let's say you broke its back right leg, what do you do with the deer at that point? I'm curious to know your thoughts.
I would probably call the cops and tell them I accidentally hit this and I feel really bad.
You'd call the police on the deer. You'd go barbecue Becky. You'd
can't leave it
Karen
hanging.
yourself on the deer. Wait, are the cops going to arrest the deer?
No, I just would feel guilty doing a hit and run.
Yeah, so if I hit a deer, I would probably, take it home for some venison. Waste not, want not. Have you ever had venison?
Never heard of it.
Okay, well, let's hope that Jake never hits a deer. Sounds like you would be totally out of your depth on that one.
All right, back down the stream. Rico with Billy.
Rico, it was a prize fight. Unfortunately, came out bruised. Didn't get the dub. People at home want to know, were the scales right?
Yeah, they were. You got to come in with a game plan. I thought I had a game plan. Game 1, he's going to take that. You just hope. I hung around. I pushed him to the edge. It's like a prize fight. You get a couple of knocks in the first round. Game 2 was the one. You saw it. I came out ready to go. That's my home court. Game 2, he gets game 3. 11-1, 15-3. I only have myself to blame. Even though I said it. I respect the shit out of the guy. He's a great player. But I had him on the ropes and let him back. So I was the fucking deer aliver, not killer, when I was saying he was. So I flipped it on myself.
You had an 11-1 lead.
And a 15-3 lead. I'm not going to
And a
sleep.
15-3
I'm not
lead.
going to sleep tonight. That's
What do you say to the Rico riders who've stood by you while you were up, while you were down?
Well,
Can they?
Listen, you got to sell the fight. He's a great hype man, but he was dismissing me right away. He thought it was going to be nothing. He's sweating. You did the interview. He's sweating. He's going to go get taped up. That's a prize fight. I like that. He's a loud guy, so I think I match up better with. If I like Frankie a lot, but there's no way that with my bravado that maybe I get Frankie and I come back because they're saying it's him and Frankie. I know he has a title shot, whatever, but no way Frankie's going toe to toe with a lunatic in the crazy bin and coming back. So I would like a shot with Frankie. If I lose, disappear forever. I beat Frankie, I come back. That rematch, the rematch always sells more than the regular tour, right?
Let's roll.
I've been saying it. So I'm going to go. That's my goal. If who's ever out there, Don King, Floyd Mayweather, Handsome Hank. Give me a shot at Frankie in the loony bin and come back and try to get Chef.
The Rico Riders want to hear, what are your official prediction, game-by-game score against Frankie?
I mean, again, he's another competitor. If I can get him in the edge, 21-20, 21-19, him, 21-20 me. 3-game set. It's better for ratings. NBA TV, you know what I mean? They know what they're doing.
Those are the numbers. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you so much, Billy. Rico Bosco, got to tip your cap to them because despite the sweep, they made that one entertaining.
Yeah, and they respect each other. The level of respect might be a little bit too high, actually. It's like every other word with these guys is like, great competitor. And then Sean's like, he's a great player. Like it was a little bit too much of a love fest. I'd like to see Rico get mad. Again, turn into that dog Rico that latches his jaws onto you. Turn some of that outward energy onto his opponent. I think he's probably going to do that with Frankie, even though, as you heard him say, he just predicted that Frankie would win a game against him in their rematch. So, maybe a little too much respect, but you know what? That's what you get when you get Rico Bosco. You get a generous guy, you get a respectful guy, but most of all, you get a competitor.
All right, we have big-time competitors there, and we have some news, PFT. How does $4,500 on Monday for Jenga sound?
That sounds like too much money, Jake.
No jackpot winners once again. We had 5 people go 5 of 6. And we do have an 0 for 6 winner. Congrats to Shredder. You are 0 for 6, and you have won a $50 Barstool Sports online gift card. PFT, what should he buy with that?
Probably a bunch of weapons to kill the Mutant Ninja Turtles with, Jake.
I don't know if they sell that on the Barstool store.
Well, they should.
All right. All right. That'll do it for our broadcast this evening. 3 high-quality, intense matches, all in sweeps. Jeff D'Lo, Feidelberg, and $20 Chef. For our producer, Hank, everybody in the production truck, Andrew, Stefan, Steve, Dylan, Max, Colby, and Sean, our sideline reporter, Billy Football, and my broadcast partner, PFT commentator, I'm Jake Marsh, signing off from Stool Streams Stadium, presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. Make those picks in the Play Barstool app for the Pigskin Parlay for football, $25K on the line, and $4,500 Monday for Jenga. We will see you then, and have a great weekend.
71 degrees. Not bad.